What's good, everybody? We are out here on a nice sunny day. Take a look at that. Isn't it lovely? All right, so we're out here going to do this thing called Bass for Cash. It's just your neighborhood angler MoneyBass out here about to cruise around on this lake and see if we can find one or two bass real quick. We are going to be out here for a good time, not a long time, guys. It is a nice, pretty day, but I do not have much time, so we're going to get out here. We're doing something a little different today, so I want you to take a look. Normally, you guys see me with a lot of spinning reels on the boat, but what I am doing today is getting prepared for a tournament that I will be fishing on a lake that is kind of set up different from this one, so I'll be fishing a few different techniques. So what we're going to have today is a jig, crankbait, spinnerbait, another crankbait. Of course, you guys know I have to keep my shaky head handy, and a wacky rig. That's it. So we're going to run in. We're going to fish shallow. We're going to hang around some docks today, but we're going to keep moving. So that's pretty much the rundown. For anybody that does not know Bass for Cash, I get out here on a weekly basis, get a few fish to the boat. As long as you guess the exact weight of the fish, then you will walk away with a nice cash prize, and it does not cost anything to participate. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, all right? So the other thing, the cost of entry is just the like button. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in, and that is it. All right, we're gonna get things rolling. What's going on, Jody? Good to see you in the chat. All right, so we're gonna be rolling out. So I'll probably run for maybe about 3 to 5 minutes, guys, and then we're gonna stop and just pick up a crankbait, and we're gonna start rolling. All right, here we go. All right, what's going on, people? Who do we have in the chat? Shout out to Jody. We have Derrick Lindsay checking in, and Chef Boy. He says, "Oh yeah, money is on them back-to-back donuts." Yeah, so we're gonna get out here. We're doing something a little different today, guys. So what I'm fishing today, I normally do not fish this on this lake. What I am doing is actually preparing for a tournament that I will be fishing tomorrow. And I'm just going to be fishing the style and techniques that I will be fishing for tomorrow. So I have those baits tied on. I just want to make sure my equipment and everything is set up and ready to go. So it's possible that we could come up on a fish or two today, and we're going to find out. And if we do, of course, you guys know the routine. We will be doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. All right. So we're going to have some fun with it. All right, so let's see. This one right here, I have 10-pound line on here. So that'll be pretty good for what I'm trying to do. Then I'm going to change out that other crankbait down there and put a square bill on that one. But this crankbait that I'm throwing right now just runs a little bit deeper. So I want to get out here and make sure that I have my cast are accurate and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to be running these crankbaits right down the sides of these docks for right now. And also, it is supposed to be raining pretty bad tomorrow. That cast it landed where I wanted it to, but all right, there we go. That was a decent cast. What's going on, Alexandria? Just getting things started out here. If you guys notice, we're going to be doing things a little bit different today. So I have a crankbait on deck. I have a jig that we'll be throwing around a little bit. Spinner baits, some things like that. And the name of the game today is just to make sure that I can get my cast accurate to where I need them to go. Shout out to Alexandra. She says, "What do you have tied on for tomorrow?" I went through the whole thing already. I had to tell everybody real quick before Wimp Stick signed in. So I already went through my full rundown, but I'll show you again. Right now, I'm throwing a crankbait. I'm just going to be covering some water today. It's pretty much the game plan. So I know Whipstick said he's going to be out there fishing in the rain with me tomorrow. I'm not really sure, but the forecast just says rain. It doesn't say that it's going to be light rain or anything like that. It just says rain, which means it's going to probably be pretty wet out there. Alexandra said there's no rain in the forecast for tomorrow's tournament. I don't know about that one. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? That is not the forecast that I saw. What's good? I see Steve Wimpy tuning in. That kayak guy says, "I'll be out there in a kayak." So what lake are you going to be on? That kayak guy, what lake are you going to be on? So the name of the game today is just covering water, getting all my gear ready for tomorrow's tournament, getting out here, just working on getting accurate cast. And as you guys see, I'm kind of moving pretty fast. All right, so you're going to be out on Lake Lanier. So what kind of luck have you been having on Lake Lanier? Man, on a day like this, man, it makes me really wish I could stay out here longer, but I have to go and start getting some things ready for tomorrow, guys. So we are definitely going to be out here for a good time and not a long time. Wimpy says, "What are you throwing? It looks like my style of fishing." Oh yeah, I got 2 crankbaits, a spinnerbait, shaky head, wacky, and a jig. So that's what's on the menu for today. That kayak guy says no practice, just winging it. Gotcha. When was the last time you were out on the lake? That kayak guy. Steve Wimpy says, getting things ready for tomorrow for what? Tomorrow is my day. Uh-oh. Wimpy said he's going to take it all tomorrow. I don't know about that one, partner. I don't know about that one. I'm coming to take your cash tomorrow in tomorrow's tournament. What's going on? Ken says, you need a fluke, money. Trust me. Ken is like, man, that fluke is good year round. Why don't you throw that fluke? I've just never really thrown a fluke that much. Steve Wimpy says, do you know if M4 is fishing? He is not going to be fishing the tournament tomorrow. All right, so that's the sunny side of the dock. I know sometimes fish will sit up on one side or the other. What's going on, Hog Catcher? He says, what's up, money? I'll be up there tomorrow. Good deal, man. I will be at Lake Harding tomorrow. Bartlett's Ferry. Backlash Fisherman said, let's catch 100 bass. Now, that would be nice. All right, now let's take a look at this dock right here. You see that? Do you see it? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to slow down. And like I said, pretty much just getting all my gear ready and everything for tomorrow. So I have that crankbait set up. It's pretty good. Ken says, I have caught some of my biggest bass on a fluke in 40 to 45 degrees of water. And right now we are sitting at exactly 45.8 degrees. Hippie Day said, please hit that dock with Thor's hammer. How about with a nice wacky rig? How about that? I just want to skip this way to the back there. And that was not a good skip. All right, there we go. Got that back there. All right, make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in. We're just getting things started, guys. And as you see, Hog Catcher said, oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, goodness. Hog Catcher says, oh, yeah, that's my style right there. Yeah, guys, so I'm just out here just getting all my gear set up, knocking the rust off, as you guys see. Terrible cast, but it won't take me long. It won't take me long, and I'll start getting everything lined up, guys. That ain't good says, finally, fishing. Backlash says, I love a good jerk bait in the winter. Ken says, hey, where's my badge? Ken, did you get a gifted membership? If you got a gifted membership, Ken, those things expire. Is that what happened? And remember, that's what happened to Voodoo. Voodoo had a gifted membership. Well, I believe he had a gifted membership. He did not realize that his membership had expired, and he put 2 guesses in the chat. So you guys know what happened. You know what happened. Hawkins says, where are you fishing at? What area? We're down on the south end. But all I did is I just picked a spot, guys. I just picked the area because today's mission is to get my gear ready for a tournament tomorrow. So I'll be fishing for largemouth tomorrow. So I'm not really going to be using live imaging and things like that much. I'm just going to be covering water. And I'll show you guys what I have on deck. So as you guys saw, I was just throwing that wacky rig. You know I got to keep my shaky head ready. And I have 2 crankbaits, but I'm going to change this crankbait out right here. I have my spinner bait, and I have a jig. I'm going to fish this jig in just a second. And actually, let me go ahead and get this ready because I need to make sure that it's good to go to be for a little bit of dock skipping. I'll be skipping a few docks tomorrow too. Ken says, no, I'm a paying member for 2 months. All right, guys. So this isn't the reel I normally use for skipping, so I'm kind of taking it light at first so I don't sit here and get a big backlash. Let's see. All right, I have it loose enough. It might be good enough for government work. I don't know if this jig, there we go. Michael Irvin says, so it's only 1 guest per person? That is correct. If you put more than 1 guest, all right, there we go, guys. All right, so I got my jig. Just wanted to make sure that I could, that this is set up to where I can skip this pretty good. We're gonna come up on some docks in just a minute. So let's go ahead and put some stank on it. Let's put some stank on it, guys, and get ready. So Bass for Cash, who is that? Michael Irvin. Yeah, Bass for Cash, we get together on a weekly basis, guys. I get out here, do a little fishing, looking for some spotted bass for the most part. Today, who knows, we might run into a largemouth or 2. But we're not going to be out here for a long time, just a good time, guys. Because what I'm doing today is just getting ready for a tournament that I'm fishing tomorrow. So as you guys have noticed, if you've been following me for any length of time, you may notice that I have a lot of different gear on here on the boat right now than what you have normally seen me fishing with. And that is because the lake that I'm going to be fishing is a largemouth lake. I don't even know if they have spotted bass in there, but whether they do or not, I am targeting largemouth. So my setups are going to be a little bit different. Ken says, how about now I switched to my other phone? All right, look at Ken. So now he has that badge back. DB Cooper says, fish love the smell of other fish. That's right. A fish will definitely take a bite of another fish. But right now we're fishing this this jig. You guys see it's like kind of a little lay down right there. And remember, today's goal is I need to go through and use all of these rods at some point within this hour. I want to make sure my line is good, drag is set good, brakes are good, all of that kind of stuff, because these are the weapons of mass destruction that I will be using for tomorrow. Hippie Dave says, I've never seen anyone work a jig like that. So remember, I'm fishing, but I'm not fishing, Hippie Dave. I'm kind of just working on the cast, checking my line, making sure that the everything is set up good. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. So yeah, things may look a little off because I'm not necessarily fishing yet. I want to make sure I get all my gear right. So like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but see how much line is on there? So I need to actually spool this up with more line. And this is 20-pound fluorocarbon is what I'm throwing this jig on. DB Cooper says, it's a chilly day. Jody says, depth fishing. Right now, I'm in 11 feet of water. And I'm casting all the way up to the bank. You guys see those rocks and stuff up there? So I'm not really thinking I'm going to catch anything over here. But what I'm doing now is I want to get this jig down there. I want to see how it feels and everything as I'm bringing it across the across those rocks. So while I'm fishing it tomorrow for the tournament, I have everything kind of set up the way that I want. Jody says pre-tournament practice. That is correct. That is what is going on for today. But I mean, I'm still gonna pull up on a spot or two, see if we can get at least 1 or 2 fish to the boat. I'm gonna be out here for a good time, not a long time, like I said, guys. Probably about an hour and a half. Let's see, I think we'll be out here for about an hour and a half. See if we can get a fish or 2 to the boat within that time frame. All right, so we're gonna fish this jig through here pretty slow. Hog Catcher says, whose tournament is it? So it is a tournament with the Rod Benders Bass Club. Let's see, that's why I wanted to come out here and, okay, there we go. So I got it loose. So I'm working this jig through some cover right now. I can feel it down there. And I want to make sure I can get this jig through cover, through some tough cover, without getting hung up or anything. And I'll just show you what I'm looking at right now. So this is what I'm bringing this jig through right now. So once I saw that, I wanted something that I can throw this jig in and just make sure that it doesn't get hung up on me or anything like that. Jody says, kind of like seeing the preparation. Good luck on the tournament tomorrow. Are you going to be streaming the tournament? So from what I'm understanding, it's supposed to be some very bad rain tomorrow. So I'm going to see if I can. I'll do the best I can to, get some live coverage for you guys. All right. Let me see. Far Dog says, Buckeye football mop jig is what I've been using when not live scoping in Oklahoma. Okay. All right. And make sure you guys are paying attention to the messages that Alexandria is putting in the chat. So we are currently live. We are live right now doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. So, all right, take a look right here, guys. It's a fish right there about 50 feet out. Let me just toss this out there and see if we can get that attention to that fish. And that was a terrible cast. I missed it. All right, let's see. So we'll see if they move a little bit. Fardog says, are you going to fish the No Live Scope tournament this weekend on Lanier? No, sir, I am not. They are already filled up. That is, there are 38 boats fishing that tournament. But those guys on this lake, no, sir. They come in with like 23 and 24 pounds. My biggest bag that I've caught on this lake is, man, I'm not sure how much it was. 17, I think like 17 pounds or something like that. What's going on? We have Levi checking in. He says spot remover makes a killer small profile jig that can be money in the cold. Okay, what is spot remover? Okay. Yeah, I'm throwing a jig right now from I believe it's Georgia Blade is the company. And all I'm doing is just working it through this little brush pile that I found and trying to see if it's, if I can get it stuck or if I can just work my way through it pretty easy with this jig. It's a little archy head jig. So it's working pretty good. It's coming through there pretty good. Haven't got caught up on anything. That kayak guy says, what end of the lake do you think I need to fish tomorrow? Man, I cannot tell you. I would not be able to tell you right now. So for me, things have changed a lot. In the same way that I'm coming out here and I'm just hitting this lake for like two to 3 hours and heading back in. For me, it really isn't enough time to find a good pattern. I generally will come out and it may take me that amount of time to even get started. So when I've been coming out, guys, I haven't been coming out practicing or anything. I pretty much just come out here, go fishing, see if we can get maybe like 1, 2, 3 fish to the boat, something like that. Because as you guys know, we do this thing called Bass for Cash. So for me, it's fun. I mean, just getting out here, take a look at the scenery. So for me, I have fun either. Oh, I thought I felt a thump, guys. For me, I have fun either way. So I like to get out here, enjoy it, and also see if we can get a fish to the boat for that thing we call Bass for Cash. So that way, all you have to do is be a subscriber, guess the weight of a fish once I get it to the boat. As long as it's 14 inches, the legal size fish on this lake are 14 inches. So get a 14-inch fish to the boat is the goal. And see if anybody can guess the weight and walk away with some cash. I know you guys saw the title of the live stream, $100 Bass for Cash. So that's what it's all about. We pay that out in increments. So for each fish that is caught, if you guess the exact weight of that fish, then you can walk away with a $20 bill. Now, if you are a member of the channel, and oh, the other thing is you get one guess per fish. Do not put more than one guess in there because your guess will be DQ'd and you'll be famous. Everybody will see that you got DQ'd in the chat, all right? So the other thing is that if you are a member of the Money Team, the people with the badges next to their name, they will get 2 guesses per fish. All right. So that means they have twice the chance to win. Membership does have its privileges. The other part to that is that they will get twice the payout, guys. So whatever the payout is, generally it will be twice the payout. All right. M4 says south end of the lake is where most of those hammers money is talking about mainly stay. That's right. That is true. Fardog says, are they biting rock crawlers up on creeks out there? And so, yeah, I think people are catching them. They said this really based on timing with that. And see, I don't come out here enough to know, if it's a morning bite on that, or if you want to get out here in the afternoon once the sun gets up and starts hitting those rocks. I haven't taken the time to come out here and figure that out. So I kind of do it on the fly, guys. On the way out here, I was seeing guys fishing shallow, some guys fishing deep. So apparently, you know what? I was getting ready to say they must be getting ready for a tournament tomorrow, which they definitely are, because that no forward-facing sonar tournament on this lake is taking place tomorrow. All right, so I got that jig looking good. Let me just do 1 or 2 skips with it. See if I could get it to where it needs to be. I just don't really like this reel, though. I might actually change this reel out during the tournament tomorrow once I, see what the conditions are. But again, it's going to be, as far as I know, it's going to be raining. So who knows? Drew says, and if you're going to participate, make sure you have Cash App. Let me see. What are you guys talking about? Let's see. Fardog says, are they biting on the rocks? Okay, I answered that. Drew says, and if you're going to participate. Okay, what are you guys talking about with Cash App? Fishing with Kedra says, hey, happy fishing, everyone. Good to see you in the chat. We have Ellis. He says, what's up? Just got off work. You got one yet? No, sir. We've been fishing for about 30 minutes. Today's mission is preparation for a tournament that I'm fishing tomorrow. So what you guys see is that I have a few different baits out here right now. Let's go ahead and try to hit them in the head with a shaky head real quick. And then we still need to throw this spinner bait. And what else? We did the wacky rig. We did that crankbait. And I'm just kind of rotating through the different baits that I'm planning on using, guys. That's all I'm doing right now. We have Lady Wiser in the chat. Says, good morning from Arizona. Keeper Dave says, let me see, just want Chicken Hawk to lose. So Chicken Hawk isn't actually going to be fishing in the tournament, in this tournament. But I'll get him. We'll get him. Political Fisherman says, how much is a membership? I think the memberships are a nice and easy $4.99. That's it, not much. Membership does have its privileges. You'll have access to members-only content when we do members-only live streams, you know, all that kind of stuff. All right, M4 Fishing says, Money is actually doing exactly what they do. They just have hundreds of spots pre-marked before they go out. It's harder for Money because he just comes out for fun. Oh, yeah, we just out here for a good time, not a long time. Maybe one of these days I'll get out here and do a full day. But I kind of like mixing my days up, doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Fardo says, I think what you do live is awesome. My son is a college bass tournament angler. He has a tournament on Hartwell. Okay. Yeah, Hartwell's a good lake. I like fishing that lake. I fish mainly offshore on Hartwell. Appreciate that, Far Dog. Ellis says, I'm heading to Clarks Hill to practice for my Super Bowl tournament. Okay. Clarks Hill has some big fish up there. What is the biggest fish you've caught on Clarks Hill? Now, I fished a tournament there where I was fishing as a co-angler. And we actually won. It was a team tournament. We actually won the tournament on that one. Had an 8.5 pounder was our kicker fish on that lake. I think we had like 19 something pounds that day. Ellis says, let's see, no, that's Drew says, we've had people win before, but no way to receive the payout. Oh, gotcha. You guys are talking about the payouts. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it just depends. And then some people, they'll just put the money right back into the payout for the next person. And then someone, I can't remember who it was, they gifted their winnings back to the chat through memberships. I was like, oh, okay, that was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. Fardog says, we are from Oklahoma. Long drive to South Carolina. Oh, yeah, that is definitely a long drive. Now, that is some dedication right there. Kudos to you on that one, driving all the way from Oklahoma. That's some real dedication right there. What's going on, Dottie? Good to see you in the chat. Keep it Dave said Chad. Is Chad in the chat? What's going on, Junior? Back out here at it once again. So all I'm doing right now, guys, the reason why I'm making the same cast over and over, I fished the jig through there. I wanted to make sure that the way I have that jig set up, I was able to get it through cover without getting hung up. And now I'm just kind of doing the same thing with this shaky head. So I'm fishing it a little faster. And like I said, I'm just trying to see if I will, can get it through there. Or if I may change out and use a different bait. Julian says, she says, hey, Money, is April back? I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't seen her. Let me see what's going on, Levi. He says, I would consider Hartwell my home lake, but I am within an hour of Kiowee, Russell, and Greenwood. Hour and a half to Clarks Hill and Murray. All right, so you're out there with all the good lakes. All of those are good name brand lakes right there. All right, there we go. See, I got hung up on that one that time, guys. Let's see if we can get this out. Then we're going to just keep on moving. Still need to throw that spinner bait a little bit. Make sure that one's set up right. Because actually, I was throwing that spoon that you guys have been seeing me use. I was actually throwing it on my spinnerbait rod. There we go. Got it back out. So that's what I like right there. If I can get hung up and get my baits back out pretty quick and easy and keep on moving, that means I'm ready. So let me go ahead and set this to the side. So we got that set up. I've already got that rod right there with the crankbait set up, so I don't need to get that one again. All right, so let's see. I got my jig back there ready. And what is it? Okay. So now let's just roll with this spinnerbait a little bit. And I think this is a 3/4 ounce. I believe that's what this is. No, wait a second. Maybe it's a 1/2 ounce. All right, got a nice cast out of that. And actually, you know what? I want to see if I can bring this spinnerbait through that same cover. What's going on, Devin? Good to see you. Devin says the spinnerbait is my go-to. Let's see if we can get it right down inside that dot, just like that. Gonna let it sink down there a little bit. And bring it through there. William S. says, hello, money. Market any fish? I'm not really doing that today. I'm just trying to make sure that these rods and reels, the lures and stuff I have set up on here. So you see how I was able to get that cash right in there where I need to be. So these are the rods that I've been sitting in the rod locker for a minute. But now the tournament that I'm fishing tomorrow, I'm going to be fishing a few different styles and stuff. So there we go. So this one is casting well. So I got this one ready. I just fish this just a little bit though and keep on moving down through this cove. How about we just go with giggles on this one? Says it's crazy how much time goes by when you're fishing. It's so peaceful. That is true. We've been out here for about 30, 35 minutes, something like that. Tim says, let me see. Let it sit a second before you start reeling. Yeah, I haven't really started fishing yet, guys. I'm just, like I said, getting all my gear and stuff like that set. I want to make sure that the brakes and everything are good, that my drag and all of that stuff is set the way that I want it to be. But we are doing that thing we call bass for cash, guys. See, you see that cash right there? That cash landed right where it needed to be. Let me pop it and get those blades spinning a little bit. Kind of just slow roll it down alongside that dock. So that's one of the things I plan on doing tomorrow. So I just want to make sure that I can get these casts kind of accurate to where I need them to land at. Devin said my PB was on a spinnerbait 8.23. Now that's a good one. That's a good one right there. All right, yeah, I can get that cast out there right where I need to be. So this is good. Gamer of Earth says big old money bass. Yeah, we're looking for a big old money bass. All right, back to Giggles once again. Says, sorry, I should have thought a bit more before using this name. It's just a saying I use all the time. It's all good. It's all good. But we have some youngins in here every once in a while. And plus YouTube, you know, I got to watch what I say because they're watching me watch what I say. The Greg said, weather looks awesome. Oh, yeah, the weather is good today. All right, now let me do this. I'm going to cast the spinnerbait out there and let it just fall all the way to the bottom. And I'm just going to reel it kind of slow and just let it bang off of the bottom, guys. And make sure it's all the way on the bottom. Yep, it's on the bottom. Greg says, it's a great vibe. Oh, yeah. We're out here vibing, and the vibe is good. Tim says, love your content and commentary. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, too. Appreciate you for stopping through, hanging out with us for a quick minute. I think we'll be out here for about an hour and a half, guys. Oh, my goodness. Now, did you see that? I did not see that cable. Now I have to flip it over there. before it actually gets hung up. Now I have to check my line. Sometimes those cables will scrape your line up a little bit. So let's see, did it scrape my line up? Oh, and it did. I don't know if you guys can see the abrasions that are on there, but it got me. So we definitely need to retie that. Let's go ahead and hit spotlight real quick. All right, let's see, we have about 76 people in the chat and only 25 likes. What is happening? What is happening? That is bad. That's ugly. That's pretty ugly right there. Can we get you guys to double tap that screen for me? The likes really do help the channel out, guys. So if you could, just take a quick minute, double tap your screen. You should see some fireworks or something like that go off once you do that. Let me know. Somebody double tap the screen. Let me know if you see fireworks whenever you do that. Does it still do that for you guys? If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat, because I always like to see who is supporting the channel, participating, getting in here, helping us out, keeping everything lively. All right, let's see. So I'm going to just tie a quick polymer knot on here, guys. Polymer knot is my go-to. Caught my biggest fish on polymer knots. All right, there we go. Got that. Did you see what I just did, guys? I didn't cut the tag in. I cut the end that I just tied. All right, let's hop back up here on the trolling motor. All right, I see a few likes coming in. Who else hit that like button for me? Devin said like and yes, the fireworks. Okay, so yeah, when you hit that like button, you should see some fireworks come on the screen, guys. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat for me. Paul says, I like it a lot. Giggle says, let's see. Did Clint Perry just enter the room? How do you know when Clint Perry enters the room, guys? Does anybody know? How do you know when Clint Perry has entered the room? Shout out to Clint Perry. Just hit the channel with 3 gift. Wait a second. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. That's a shout out to Clint Perry. Clint Perry has been a member for 3 months. He says, good morning, everyone from Oklahoma. Everybody put CP in the chat. Shout out to the money team. Those are the people that you see that have the badges next to their name, guys. Those are the people that have kind of stepped it up a little bit, become members of the channel. And for those who don't know, membership does have its privileges on this channel. We are doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. As we get the fish to the boat, you will get 1 guess per fish. If you guess the exact weight of that fish, then you will walk away with a nice cash prize. All right, you get 1 guess per fish, guys. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, you will get 1 guess per fish. But if you are a member of the money team, if you have a badge next to your name, you get 2 guesses. Do not put more than 1 guess in that chat if you are not a member of the channel, because you will be DQ'd. Alexandra is watching you. She has her eyes on you. All right, Frisco says, now you know I'm hold out until you catch more than a cold. Oh, Frisco, come on, don't be hard on me. Oh, there's Clint Perry. He just hit Johnny Cush with a gifted membership. And I see you guys are already shouting out CP. CP is in here doing his thing, guys. All right, yeah, so I like this setup right here for my spinnerbait. I mean, I'm able to get that thing right out there, hit it right where I need it to be. This is a 7.3 medium heavy that I'm throwing it on. And I can't remember, I think this is like 12-pound fluorocarbon maybe that I'm throwing it on. All right, so there we go. All right, so we can go ahead and put this up. So for me, I do not expect to catch anything on a spinnerbait where I'm fishing at right now. But I was throwing this because, like I told you guys, I wanted to make sure that the setup was good. So that is good. We'll go ahead and put that to the side. What else did we need to test out? The other one we needed to check out was this right here. So this is another crankbait setup, but this one is on a little bit thicker line. And I'm gonna change this out to a square bill. Now this one casts good. I've already caught a lot of good fish on this one. So I'm pretty sure this one is already set and ready to get some fish to the boat. Shout out to CP. Tony 450 says, CP, are you with me? Who is that? Is that Kirk Franklin that you're talking about? That's funny. All right, let's see, guys. Shout out to Clint Perry. He is the current sponsor of today's live stream, guys. What I always say is whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker, show of support for the channel through gifted memberships, helping out the community, all that good stuff, is the sponsor of the live stream. And right now, that is Clint Perry. Everybody is shouting out Clint Perry in the chat. All right, Giggles says, what state are you in? I'm watching from Pennsylvania and waiting on a lot of snow. Oh, my goodness. So I am down here in Georgia. I'm down south, Lake Lanier, Georgia. Out here having a good time hanging out with all my peoples in the chat. We're going to speed it up a little bit now, guys. Chef Boy says, it's cold money. Work it slower. I want to move. Chef Boy. I want to cover some water. I'm just moving fast right now until I get to some of these docks. Once I get to the docks, then I'll probably pick up that wacky worm real quick, and then I'll just be alternating between that and a crankbait. Devin says, ever fished Clark's Hill in Georgia? Yes, sir, sure have. I won a tournament on Clark's Hill. We had 19.04 pounds. Our kicker fish was a 8.5 pounder. So I will be fishing Clark's Hill later this year. I think we have a 2-day tournament that'll be on Clark's Hill. All right, let's see. Let me pick up Hog Catcher's #1 lure of choice right here. Shout out to the Outdoor King. Outdoor King came in and said, hello. Hello, everybody. Hit me with the $9.99 super chat right off the bat. Oh, my goodness. And then I cast right over the line. Let's see if I can get it over there without. Come on, buddy. Don't do that to me. No. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it. And also, it landed right where I needed it to go. Because there's an underwater tree right there. But big shout out to the Outdoor King. I need everybody to put OK in the chat. Put OK in the chat for me, guys. OK has hit the channel with the $9.99 super chat. That makes OK, the Outdoor King, the sponsor of today's live stream, guys. And like I say, whoever gives the largest show of support for the channel during the live stream is the sponsor of the live stream, because this channel is supported by you guys, the viewers, subscribers, and people who just swing through every once in a while to see what is going on. We have April in the chat. She says, hi, everyone. Your one queen is here. I don't need money, but I need to win my funny joke. All right, guys, so this is what we are about to do. Once we get the likes up, so no jokes yet. Once we get the likes up to 60, then we're going to have a joke contest. So April is the reigning queen right now. She was the winner of the last joke contest. I see everybody shouting out the Outdoor King. All right, so we want to know first, who are the participants? If you want to put a joke in the chat, then I need you to write the word joke in the chat. If you're going to, I guess that's how we're going to register. Who wants to register for the joke contest? If you want to participate in the joke contest, if you have a good fishing joke, a good fish joke, put joke in the chat. The first, we're going to do 5 people. All right, so we got Ellis. Of course, we have April. So we have 2 so far. Is Julian the joke guy in there? If you want to participate in the joke contest, write the word joke in the chat. Chef Boy says, my humor is too dark for YouTube. Okay. So yeah, we might have to do a night fishing. We'll save Chef Boy's jokes for night fishing. All right, so who else do we have? We have 2 contestants. Where is Julian the joke guy at? He took his loss pretty hard last time. I thought he wanted revenge. What does ODK stand for? I don't know what that means. All right, is Julian in the chat? Julian the joke guy. How about that? We're going to do the joke contest without Julian the joke guy. But we need 14 more likes, guys. 14 likes, that's it. I know everybody has not hit the like button, so we only need 14 more likes. Now we have some fish right under the boat. So I'm just letting this bait just slide right down there to him, sitting in about 30 feet of water. So what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna back up. We're gonna back up, guys. We have Dougie says, Benjamin Dover, they call him Ben. All right, we have Devin. All right, so we have Devin, Ellis. Hippie says, how clean do they have to be? Okay, I didn't see Hippie. So Hippie, so we got 3, 4. Where's Julian the joke guy at? He is gonna miss the first round. All right, let's see. Fish for Dollar says, I believe Julian lives in Europe. Okay, gotcha. All right, so I guess Dougie already has a joke that he put in the chat. You should have entered your joke in there. That was pretty funny. I mean, you could have tricked me if I wasn't really paying attention. Isn't that Bart Simpson who tricked people like that? Get some calls in with crazy names. Today's current live stream sponsor is Outdoor King with the $9.99 super chat. Then we have an honorable mention going to Clint Perry. He has gifted that membership to a lucky contestant of the channel. So we have another member of the money team. Dougie says, greetings from London, UK. Good to have you in the chat. We're just hanging out, doing a little fishing, here for a good time. Not a long time. We have, let's see, how much more time do we have, guys? I guess I need to start trying to catch a fish now, right? Because I think we only have about 45 minutes left. So we've been here for just under an hour. And I think I've gone through and tested all of my equipment. Yeah, I got everything. I used all of those rods, all of those. Yep, so we're good to go. So now I can focus on seeing if we can get a fish to the boat real quick. How about that? Dougie says, where is this? I am in Georgia, Lake Lanier, Georgia. April says, I got a new joke. Are you ready? Not yet. We got to wait till we need 13 more likes before we start the joke contest. 13 more likes. And then we're going to rate the jokes. All right. Frisco says 45 minutes. We toast. Oh, man. Where did the faith go, Frisco? But so this is the thing, too, guys. Take this into consideration. Every time I come out here, I go live. So I never really come out and just focus on fishing like I used to. So before I would come out here, and even if I stayed out here for an hour or hour and a half or something like that, I would just be focused on what I'm doing 100%. But doing this is kind of fun, getting to hang out with you guys, seeing what you're talking about, meeting people from all over the world. We have people from the UK, people from Egypt, Afghanistan, Pakistan, UK. People are tuning in from everywhere. Junior says, Julian was just here asking if April was in the chat. I guess he popped out for a bit. I guess so. So we still need 11 more likes. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. Type the word like in the chat. I just need to see who is not hitting that like button. All we need is 11 more likes. And all you have to do to like, guys, is just double tap the screen. You'll see some fireworks come on the screen, and that is it. Just that quick and easy. All right, Jody hit the like button. Levi hit it. Keisha said, oh, I hit that like button too. We need 10 more likes, guys. Daniel says, what's up, Frisco? He says, I'm in Texas too. So you guys are out there in the land of the big fish. All right, Devin hit that like button for me. Dougie tapped that like button for me. Okay, we only need 8 more likes. Once we get 8 more likes, we are going to have a joke contest. So the people that are watching, the viewers, are going to submit their best joke. And then what you guys do, what the chat does, is you guys are going to rate the joke on a scale of 1 to 10. And then we're going to see who is going to be crowned the jokester of the day, all right? So I think we have 5 contestants already. So we're going to do 5 jokes. 5 jokes. We need 6 more likes. Let me throw this jig in there real quick. All right, and actually I see my jig falling about 50 feet. It did not go where I needed it to. So let's go ahead and reel it back in and make the cast count. How about that? So we need to make about a 70-foot cast. Bam, there we go. 60 feet is good enough. So my jig is falling right in here, guys. It's not really in the beam, but you can kind of see it right there. Fell right out there at 65 feet. So that's a lay down out there. But I don't really have it all the way in the beam, so you don't really see good definition on it. Let's go ahead and hit spot lock for a quick second. We'll fish that jig through here real slow. Christine says, getting ready to head out to ice fish. Oh my goodness, some ice fishing. So what is the process for that? Do you take like some type of a regular hand drill out there with a special tool on it, or what? How do you do that? I've seen a few videos on it, but that kind of those guys are setting up tents and all kinds of stuff. Or do some people just do it the old school way, just go out there with an ice pick and just kind of dig a hole straight through the ice? What is your technique? Shout out to Junior. Appreciate that, hitting the like button for me. Frisco says, what's up, Daniel? You fishing Rayburn tomorrow? Bass champs popping off. Okay. Azteca fishing. Says, nice calm water, good day for fishing. Sure is. Drew says, what's the biggest piece of ice you've caught? Azteca says, any luck yet? No luck yet. You know what, guys? Let's go ahead and pack up and run to a area where I want to just kind of go through real quick with a crankbait now that I've gone through. So like I told you guys, the number 1 mission of the day was to go through, just run through all of my tackle that I plan on using, my rods and reels and everything. Make sure the drag and everything like that was set up the way that I wanted it to be for tomorrow, because I will be fishing a tournament at Lake Harding, guys. Bartlett's Ferry is what some call it. Somebody told me the true fishermen call it Bartlett's Ferry. What do you think about that? Shout out to Tim. All right, we're still at 54 likes. I guess they don't want a joke contest. If you guys get us up to 60 likes, 60 to 70 likes make the fish bite, all right? And if you get us to 60 likes, then we're going to do a joke contest. Right now, we're going to just roll out to another spot real quick. Dougie said, true ice fishing. Junior says, we definitely want to see some bendation today. Good night, Munchie says, yeah, girl, late night. Let me see. I don't know what Good Night Munchie is talking about, eating sweet potatoes. All right, let's see. Christine says, it's called an ice auger. Pop a couple holes and jig a foot off the bottom. Look to catch crappie and walleye. Okay, good deal. Frisco says, are you broadcasting the tournament tomorrow? I'm going to try to, but the forecast calls for rain. It may be heavy rain. If it is, then I will not be broadcasting. All right, let's see. Hog Catcher says, I won 2nd place there last year. We're at Lake Harding. All right, we're going to take off and go to another area real quick, guys. All right, guys, we took a nice little run. So what we're gonna do now is just pick up a crankbait and just start moving. So I just want to kind of get myself prepared for tomorrow. It may or may not be productive here, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So all we're doing is we're sticking and moving, guys. Daniel says, always loving the show, Money Bass. Got to get more rest. Get them tomorrow, Money Bass. All right, so yeah, we'll see what we do tomorrow. So today, I'm not so much worried about catching fish as I am for tomorrow. Today, I'm just kind of getting myself ready for what I plan on doing tomorrow. I'll be throwing some crankbait, jig, spinnerbait, you know, that kind of stuff, and covering water like I'm doing right now. I won't be fishing as fast as I'm fishing right now. The reason why I'm moving so fast right now is just so I can get more so to the area that I actually planned on fishing. We're sitting in about 19 feet of water right now, casting all the way up to the bank, guys. We have a few laydowns up there. Devin says, I have to get out here's got to get back to work. Someone can take my spot on the joke contest. All right, we need 3 more likes, guys. Once we get 3 more likes, we're going to have the joke contest. Now, keep in mind, we are out here doing this thing we call Bass for Cash, all right? Bass for Cash is where when I catch the fish, all you have to do is guess the exact weight of the fish. It does not cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to participate, all right? All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. So make sure you have double tapped the screen so that you can see those fireworks. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but if you double tap the screen, you will actually see fireworks come on the screen. And then subscribe to the channel. That's all that is required for you to be able to participate in Bass for Cash and win a little bit of money. Junior says, how does 64 miles per hour feel on water, Money? So yeah, today the boat was going a little slower. I think, did anybody see the fastest that I went just now? So I just went and filled up the tank a little earlier today. So the boat is a little heavy, but it feels good. It feels good flying across the water like that. It is nice and relaxing, especially when the water is calm like it is today. So you guys have seen me out here on days where the water is extremely rough. And that is no fun at all. Ellis says he saw me hit 65. Ellis says just got to Clark's Hill, about to start fishing. All right, Ellis. So next time we're on, let us know how you do. Oh, Ellis, actually, do you have an account set up on FishXLive, Ellis? Do you have an account set up on FishXLive? Anyone that is a tournament fisherman, if you are a tournament fisherman, you definitely should have this app on your phone called FishXLive. Just go to FishXLive.com, and it is set up for everybody here to where you can get a free 7-day trial membership. Now, it is a full-scale tournament app, guys. So if you want to host your own tournaments, you can use that app to do everything. Live leaderboards, live streaming, what else? Live chat, all of that stuff. It's specifically set up for tournaments. All right, now the other thing is that even if you aren't a tournament fisherman, there's a journal of catches in there. So Ellis, make sure you go to FishXLive and just click that download. And once you download it, what you want to do is create your profile and then go to the journal. You'll see a journal of catches on there. You should definitely use that today. Just try it out. Log 1 or 2 fish in there. And then next time you come back, let us know that you have put some fish in there. And then I'll pull it up on the screen so we can see what fish you caught today. But FishXLive.com, guys. You guys are going to be hearing a lot about that this coming year. And right now, the people that are listening to this show, you're able to get in on the ground floor of that, all right? So like I mentioned before, anytime I'm able to get these deals for you guys, make sure you take advantage of them. Yes, FishXLive.com, just like you typed, with no spaces or anything. You can go there and set up a free trial account. And what I would say is go in there and actually, let me just show you real quick. I'll just show you what my account looks like. All right, so when you go to FishXLive.com, guys, let me just pull this up real quick for you. All right, so FishXLive.com, where is it at? All right, there we go. FishXLive.com. This is what the site looks like. All right. Unless you're in a pro, that is where you go to download the app. On here, it'll give you some information about it. You definitely want to watch this video. Let's see.
FishXLive is a customizable full-scale tournament app that facilitates live streaming capabilities, live weigh-ins, live leaderboards, and a live chat. It's the only fishing app that lets each competitor live stream during the competition, allowing family, friends, and fans to watch live. Designed to rival...
All right, there we go, guys. So there's some information about it down here. Host live tournaments, live weigh-ins, live leaderboard. But what we're about to take a look at is the Journal of Catches, all right? So in the Journal of Catches, all you do is just come up here and you download this for free, guys, all right? So you get a free 7-day trial on that. Once you download it, it will open up. Let's see, it'll open up like that. You create your profile page. So there you go. That's your partner MoneyBass right here. So you can set up your profile page, put some information about you. It'll list the tournaments that you have competed in within the app, right? So now the other thing is this Journal of Catches. This is what I'm telling you to check out, Ellis. Go to your Journal of Catches. Once you go there, you will be able to enter your fish that you catch. And let me just pick one, for instance. So this one right here, caught that on January 1st. So this was my New Year's Day fish right here. So that was a 4-pound, 4.12 ounce spotted bass caught here on Lake Lanier. Now, this information down here is going to be private information. You'll see right here, it says private information below. Only you can read this. So nobody else can see these details up here. They will only be able to see your picture and some basic information about the fish, the fish's weight and things like that. But you can actually disable this. If you don't want anybody to see your journal, you can go into your profile and just turn that off to where it's not public anymore. But down here, you can put all of your information. So this was the fish. If anybody remembers, does anybody remember when we caught large Marge? I actually caught this fish live on one of the live streams, guys. All right. So this one, we named it Large Marge, caught on a spoon in about 40 feet of water. Outside temperature was about 45 degrees. There's a spoon that I caught it on. Remember, this information is private. Nobody else can see this. The only reason you can see it is because I'm showing you my account. I'm logged into my account right now. The water temp was 50 degrees. The water clarity was clear. It was a sunny day. And then right here is the mapping that will show you exactly where that fish was caught. So I can zoom in and go straight to where that fish was caught if I wanted to go back to that same spot again. And the thing about this is you use this to build a diary of all of your catches. So this is just January. So this is what I have for January, guys. So if you look right here, I have it set for my search for January. And so it is shown. Well, I just changed it, but you guys get the idea. Just wanted to show you that real quick. Now let's get back. Let's get back to fishing. I don't need the gloves anymore. The sun is out. Feeling good out here. All right, so we're sitting in 15 feet of water, casting up to about 10 feet of water. We're moving, guys. Let me turn this trolling motor. We have it on 8 right now. So we're going to stay out here for maybe another 45 minutes, guys. How about that? We'll do 40 minutes. Somebody could put 40 minutes on the clock, and that's when we're going to take off. April says, what can you, let me see, what can you win? Do we have, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the 60 likes. April says, what can you call when a fish gets tired? So you guys went ahead and started the joke contest, right? All right, so look, guys, this is what we're about to do. We have 64 likes right now. We only have 35 people in the chat. All right, we're going to see. Let me start back fishing for a minute, and then maybe the people will come back into the chat. They were like, man, we already have FishXLive. We don't need to see about it again. All right, so let's see, guys. Fishing around this buoy marker. I mean, not buoy marker, but shallow water marker. That, all right, it got fouled up that time. April says, a tired fish. Joel says, what are you fishing for? I'm out here fishing for a spotted bass right now. Throwing a crankbait. Have my trolling motor set on, what is that? Set on 9. So we're moving pretty fast right now. I'm in about 13 feet of water, and I'm casting all the way up shallow as far as I can. Frisco says, I'm claiming my time. Man, we are rolling. We're moving pretty fast. April says, I was thinking that joke. All right, we're going to wait for a few more people to come into the chat, and then we'll do our joke contest. Did Julian, the joke guy, ever show up, or is he gone? I guess Julian might be gone, guys. All right, we're sitting in 20 feet of water. Let's go in a little more shallow. So the sun is up now. Derrick King says 2.46 money. What is 2.46? What are you talking about? April says, oh, on. We're sitting in 11 feet of water. We're going to get up here to this little cut. Actually, let's ease out just a little bit. Looks like I may see something. April says he never beat me. Shipboy says money got the ASMR today. What is that? All right, let's slow this back down to about 4. Oh, Derrick King said, I told you had to guess before I caught the fish. All right, yeah. So we're just looking. Let's see if I can just get one fish before we take off out of here, guys. Like I told you, I was out here for a good time, not a long time. I had some things I got to do. Got to get ready for this tournament tomorrow. Okay, the water's a little too deep out there. I'm sitting in 14 feet. This crankbait only goes down to about 9 or 10. So let's get something out there. Let's change the setting on here. So I have downrange set on 65. Let's set that at about, let me see, about 30. 30 is good. We're gonna drag something down there. I see some nice structure and stuff on that ledge. So let's take a look and see. And actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and put a little bit of stank on it. All right, we have about 48 people in the chat. Are you guys ready for the joke contest? Are you guys ready for the joke contest? Drew says, good luck tomorrow. All right, let's see. We're going to put a little stank on it real quick. Then we're going to get back out there. Hippie Dave says, how far are you from the flooded town? I think there was a few places out here that were flooded. Not just one. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly where the location of that is, but I'm pretty sure it'd be easy to find on a map. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Adam says, had any bites on the crankbait? No, sir. I wasn't really fishing it effectively. I was moving a little too fast and just trying to cover water. Like I said, guys, I'm out here getting my gear and everything ready for a tournament for tomorrow was the main goal for today. But I just decided to bring you guys along with me because it's fun. It's fun to be on live talking to you guys. All right, let's see. Hippie Day says, okay, I'm in Rogers. You guys are in here networking. All right, so are you guys ready? Put ready in the chat if you guys are ready for the joke contest. Put ready in the chat if you guys are ready for the joke contest. All right, Dougie says ready. Anybody else ready for the joke contest? Not yet, not yet. Nobody wants to hear a good joke? April says ready. Chef Boy says SpongeBob. Don't know what you guys are talking about SpongeBob. Mickey says, oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Do you see this? This is a good one. Do you see that right there in the chat? What do we call that right there? That is what we call bendation. That is what we call bendation. That fish down there. Now that's a big one. That is a big one, guys. I'm gonna have to get the net on it. I gotta get the net on it. Oh my goodness, can I get him around the boat? I gotta get the net. We gotta get the net on it. Bam! Oh my God. Right in that mouthpiece. Do you see it? Do you see that mouthpiece? It's like, oh my God, MoneyBass. I can't close my mouthpiece because you busted me in it. Do you see that? Do you see it? It only took your partner a minute. I just had to cruise around a little bit and see what I needed to see. But it's a good one. It's a big one, guys. We are officially about to do this thing. We bass for cash. Now, did anybody see what Derrick's weight was? What was Derrick's guess? You said 2 point something. So what I'm gonna do, 2.46. So Derrick's guess was 2.46. So Derrick, you know what? What I'm gonna allow you to do, if that fish, you can still do your two guesses, but if that fish is 2.46, you're gonna get that one, buddy, all right? But we'll see. We shall see. But let me just show you guys. Do you see the girth? Do you see the girth? I saw you putting it in the chat. You guys know about that bendation. Bendation leads to girthification. That is right. Payal. Right in that mouthpiece. Do you see her looking at you? She's like, oh my God. Oh my God, MoneyBass. Oh, you busted me right in the mouthpiece. That's right. That's right. Right in your mouthpiece. That's where it needed to be, right? Oh my goodness, guys. All right, so what we are gonna do, Derrick King says, I was wrong. Derrick says, I was wrong. He doesn't think he got that one. All right, uh-oh, guys, we didn't even spot lock. Did we drift? Oh yeah, we drifted a little bit. We're gonna ease back over there where we were at, though. Always Bent Fishing says, get bent, baby. Oh yeah, we got bent. Always Bent says, it's more like a 3.8. Always Bent says, right in the mouthpiece. Busting them up. Outdoor King says, how do I get a badge? Uh-oh. Outdoor King is like, hey, man, I think I need a badge before he weighs that fish. You want two guesses. All right, so to get a badge, guys, that is becoming a... Goodness, that water was cold. Maybe I shouldn't have rinsed my hand off like that. Getting a badge basically means that you have joined the channel. The people with badges are the ones that you hear me referring to as the money team. Now take a look at this fish. That fish is huge. It's a good one. It's a good one. Now somebody may walk away with a $40 bill off of that fish, guys. Let's go ahead and put some water on it. Let's do some recertification, recirculation on that fish. It's like I'm tired, MoneyBass. You hit me right in my mouthpiece. I need to take a nap. So we're gonna let that fish take a live well nap real quick, and then we're gonna see if we can get another one. So wanted to ease around here real quick and just take a look around. I slowed down off of that crankbait. Let's put a little more stank on it. Let's put some stank on it, guys. All right, so I'm gonna hop into the chat in just a minute. We are up to 68 likes. Where are the people's at? We didn't even get a chance to do our joke contest yet. I guess that fish interrupted the show. All right, Derrick, are you still okay? Derrick says when money decides to, he can catch him. He can catch him when he wants, for the most part. I'll say for the most part. So I got the stuff out of the way that I needed to do in order to, start getting prepared for the tournament. So I figured we'd have a little fun. Let's see. Let's get that right out there. Let's see what's out there. All right, so Derrick, let me ask you a question. Do you know who KK is? Do you know who KK is, Derrick? Fishing dedication to Derrick. That's KK. We have KK in the live well. We're gonna see if Derrick can win. All right. We have KK in the live well. All right, let's see. Outdoor King says, I tried everything, can't find out how to get one. All right, so if you look in the chat, it should be a link pinned in the chat that says join the money team. Does anybody see that link in the chat of how to become a member of the channel? Does anybody see that? Dougie says, what did the fish that hit the wall swimming upstream say? It said, oh, damn. Dougie, we already got that one. Listen, we're true to this joke thing. You can't come in here with a chat GPT joke. Dougie was like, let me try to slide one in on him. Outdoor King said, I clicked on that and nothing happened. All right, and there should be a join button on the screen also. So Always Bent Fishing says, yes, the link is pinned. All right, so let's see. Outdoor King, are you using an Apple phone? Are you using an Apple phone? Because I've heard some people repeatedly say that they have issues when they try to use an Apple. Because Always Bent Fishing said the link is pinned. So Outdoor King, are you using an Apple phone? Outdoor King says, I don't see a join button. Yes, Apple. So that, I would say, is probably the reason why. We are not sure. We haven't been able to figure it out. But for some reason, people with Apple phones have been having issues. And I have reason to believe that it has something to do with Apple wanting more money. Because Apple, they do not play when it comes to charging fees and stuff for people that use their payment systems. So my guess is that that's what it is, because there's been a few people and they have actually had to go to their PC or some other way to access to be able to get that gifted membership. Well, not gifted membership, just to join up in general. Levy says Apple works better in YouTube app versus YouTube website. Oh, Levi, I keep seeing Levy. Levi knows a little something. Frisco says, or a pop-up blocker is on. Let me see. Always Bent Fishing says, and I have Apple. You do have to copy and paste it on Apple, but the button doesn't work right. There we go. Junior says, oh yeah, that was yesterday's joke. Shout out to Steve Wimpy. He said, mouthpiece? Oh yes, sir. Do you want to see it? Hold on. Let me show you guys a little something. Steve Wimpy was like, hey man, I missed that mouthpiece. Now, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Just look at it. Look at the girthification. Do you see that? Just look at it. Now, would you look at that? Would you look at that right there? This right here could possibly be a $40 bill to one of you guys watching, because we are officially doing this thing we call Bass for Cash, where your partner MoneyBass comes out here and busts them in the mouthpiece once or twice and give you guys a chance a little bit of cash, all right? So that's what we're about to do, guys, this thing called Bass for Cash. Now, before we do that, we're trying to see if we can get the Outdoor King a membership. Steve Whip said, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. It is. It's a good one. Frisco says, people with iPhone needs to check on checking getting money from Siri. Always listening. Uh-oh. Siri is listening. Always Been Fishing says, that's right. It works better in YouTube app. I'm going to do some fishing myself. Good luck, Money Bass. What's going on, what is it? Always Been Fishing. Glad you had a chance to tune in, but I guess you're not going to stay for the weigh-in. Always Been Fishing. Is this your first time to the channel? Just got a quick question for you. Is this your first time to the channel? What we are about to do right now is this thing that we call Bass for Cash. You guys saw that I caught that bass. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to allow you guys to put your guesses in. We're going to type scales open into the chat. Once you see scales open, you guys have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, okay? All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. Mickey said, yeah, that's Bertha. All right, April, we're not doing the jokes yet. We're trying to get OK King set up. Always Been Fishing says, I got a few more minutes. It's my second time. I caught the end of the last one. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, so now basically what we do, we are at 75 likes. 75 likes. 75 likes. I guess we won't keep you long this time, guys. We just need 80 likes. So we just need 5 more likes. Once you guys hit us with 5 more likes, I'm going to show you the fish, and then we're going to open the scales up, all right? And once the scales are open, you have 2 minutes to put your guess in. Shout out to Ant. Ant is back in the chat. He says, I'm a late. No, Ant, you made it just in time. Ant was like, did I hear bendation? Was the bendation real? Oh, it certainly was. The bendation was real. So now we're about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash, but we just need 3 more likes. You guys get us up to 80 likes, and then we're going to go ahead and let you have it. I want to see if somebody wants to walk away with this $40 bill today, because nobody has been winning the last few go-rounds. And you guys have seen that it was kind of tough out here the last 2 times I was out. Let's see, guys. I see a little something out there, so we're going to fish out that way. All right, Chef Boy says, if he was a gifted membership before, tell him to go through his email. What's going on? Chauncey says, happy Friday. And Derrick King says, where's Miss AC? She says, I'm here. I'm on the phone. She says, I'm here. She said, I can see you, Derrick. She said, I'm watching you. She said, I am watching you. Derrick, what was that weight that you guessed again? 2.46. Is that right? Before the fish was caught, I think Derrick had guessed 2.46. Uh-oh, look at KK. We have KK in the chat. Derrick, did you tell KK what we were about to do? Is that why KK slid in here? You guys think you're slick, and both of you have a badge next to your name. So you're like, hey, bud. Hey, wifey, come on in here. All right, guys. All right, so we have the 82. We have the likes now. So, Alexandra, when you are ready, type ready in the chat. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Mask off fishing. How are you just going to show up out of the blue as soon as a fish is caught? He says, AC, a.k.a. the warden, she'll DQ you in a heartbeat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you guys see that? Shout out to the Outdoor King. He says, welcome to the Money Team. We have a new member. All of the members of the Money Team, give a warm welcome to the Outdoor King. Everybody say welcome, OK. We have OK back in the chat. And is now a new member. But actually, you've been a member before, because I see a 1 right next to your badge. Shout out to the Outdoor King. All right, so I need you guys to pay attention to the rules of engagement. Do you see what Alexandria is putting in the chat? If you do not follow these rules, you will definitely be DQ'd. So I'm going to let her drop some of those rules in there for you. Shout out to Jay. We sure have Jay. I'll show you in just a second. All right. Tonic says, Money, I've been listening while cooking my breakfast. I heard the bendation. Look at all of the names coming into the chat. They're like, oh, we heard bendation. We're going to get active now. We heard some bendation going on. All right. Make sure you guys are paying attention to what Alexandra's putting in the chat, because you will be DQ'd and you will be famous, and we're going to laugh. We're going to laugh at you. If somebody gets DQ'd, we're going to laugh at you. Your feelings will be hurt a little bit because you will be expecting to get sympathy from the chat, but the chat does not work that way. They have laughed at everybody that has got DQ'd. So do not be somebody who gets DQ'd, all right? All right, make sure you guys are paying attention. Shout out to Ants. Hit that sub button for me. If today is your first day watching Bass for Cash and coming onto this channel, type new in the chat. I just want to see who is new to the channel today. Who is new to the channel? Who is new? Shout out to Mickey. Says, I'm new. Jay is new. All right. We have, who else do we have? ACW got 83 likes. That's right. We're about to do Bass for Cash now. We're just getting things set up. Make sure you guys are paying attention to the messages that Alexandria is putting in the chat. And also, the rules of engagement are in the description. It does not cost anything to participate in Bass for Cash, all right? All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, and that is it. Just be a subscriber to the channel, guys. April says, I am not new. I've been here before. All right, good deal. All right, we have Derek Baker. Says he's new from Texas. Big shout out to Texas. Oh, my goodness, guys. Ooh, do you see the He-Man hook set? I had to bend my knees with it. Did you see my knees bend? Do you see the rod bend? That's what we call bendation. Today, we are studying Bendology 101. Do you see that right there? That is what we call bendation. And the fish is down there like, oh my goodness, that's my mouthpiece, MoneyBass. Do you see it coming to the boat? Can you guys see that fish down there? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it wants to get away. But I'm gonna have to flip you, buddy. I'm gonna have to flip you. Bring your mouthpiece over here right now. Oh my goodness. Did you see that, guys? Did you see that? That right there is what we call Bendology 101, all right? Today, class is in service, Bendology 101. We need everybody to get an A in today's class, all right? Look at that mouthpiece. Oh yeah, that mouthpiece just got busted. Right in that mouthpiece, guys. All right, so there we go. We got another one. We got another one. But let me just show you something. Can I show you something? Who knows about Fire Marshal Bill? Let me show you guys a little something real quick. Now, this is a good fish right here. But guess what? KK is even better. Look at KK. Look at KK's head compared to this one. KK is a big girl. She's like, oh yeah, MoneyBass, I'm fat. I got a big old gut on me. Look at KK though. KK has some girthification on her. Do you see that? She's like, oh yeah, MoneyBass, I'm a little overweight. So don't talk bad about me in front of all these people. Oh yeah, KK, we gonna talk bad about you. We gonna talk about that weight, KK. Look at that stomach. Do you see her? KK is eating good. She's in there eating good, guys. Let's close that live well and put a little water in there. All right, so let's see. Have the rules of engagement. It looks like we're about to do this thing called Bass for Cash. We are at 83 likes. But I need you guys to keep hitting that like button because we're going to do Bass for Cash almost back to back. We are at 83 likes. How many likes you think we need to weigh the that second fish, Alexandra? We're about to do KK first. We're about to do the big one. See if anybody wants to walk away with a little cash in their pocket. Mickey says, looks like you done figured something out. Oh yeah, I figured out some girthification. All right, guys, listen, you have to keep hitting that like button. When we get 16 more likes, we're gonna weigh that second fish. Now remember, there is $100 in that pot to be paid out. It's paid out in increments. It's $20 per fish. You get one guess and one guess only. Once you put your one guess in the chat, do not put anything else in the chat. If you put your one guess in there and you put that guess in there twice, even if the same guess, you are disqualified. If you put more than one guess in the chat, you are disqualified. The members of the money team are the only ones that are able to put two guesses in the chat. Membership does have its privileges. That's why the Outdoor King wanted that badge. If you have that badge, it grants you special privileges. You have some superpowers, all right? Now, the other thing that it gets you is twice the payout. Today, you guys are going to be guessing for a $20 bill, all right? $20 is what is on the line. For each one of these fish, you can walk away with $20. But somebody could possibly walk away with $80 if you guess the weight of these fish. Now, look at her. She's like, I'm tired. My stomach is fat, MoneyBass. When you going to put me back in the water? All right. All right, the other thing, make sure you guys have already hit the subscribe button. We are about to go into subscriber only mode. Once we go into subscriber only mode, only the subscribers to the channel will be able to participate. It does not cost a thing to participate in Bass for Cash. All you have to do is subscribe, all right? Now, as soon as Alexandra says ready, I will take that fish out and put that on the scale, and then she will announce scales open. Once scales are open, you have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat, all right? You only have 2 minutes. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you need to subscribe now because there will be a delay in the time. Okay, so she says ready. Make sure you have hit the subscribe button, guys. We are going into subscriber only mode right now, all right? All right, there we go. We're in subscriber only mode. So only the subscribers are going to be able to participate. So you better hurry up and hit that subscribe button. If you want those two guesses, you might need to be a member of the money team. All right, so here we go. The scales are officially open. You guys have 2 minutes. Remember, only one guess. If you put more than one guess, you will be disqualified. Look at the girthification on her. KK is a fatty fat. She's like, oh yeah, I'm a biggin. She's like, I'm a biggin. Now let me put her on this measuring board for you. Do you see this? KK is well over 15 inches. She's well over 15 inches, guys. There she goes. Now we're about to put her in the live well. And I'm going to fish for about 1.5 minutes while you guys are deciding what weight you want to put in the chat. Remember, one guess, guys. And hold off from putting any chat messages in the chat right now. Only put your guesses in there. Once those 2 minutes are up, then we're going to weigh this fish and see if anybody's going to walk away with a $40 bill. So somebody will either get a $20 bill or $40 bill. All you have to do is guess the exact weight of that fish. That is it. That's all that it takes, guys. Caught that fish around 12:30. All right, between 12 and 12:30. All right, the action is hot and heavy. I see it. I see the action is hot and heavy in the chat. So we're going to cast this back out there again. That fish came out of about 20 or so feet of water, 20 to 30 feet of water. All right, baby boys, I hit him. Baby boy said, I'm going to hit him with the 3.67 and the 3.89. Mask Off Fishing, still only getting one guess. Mask Off, I'm going to kick you out of the chat. You still only get one guess, Mask Off. It's 2.78. Mask Off Fishing says, that's all I need. Shout out to Michael Irvin. He says, Money, you're fishing my cove, man. Well, I'm going to put your fish back. I'm just keeping them for a short time, not a long time. All right, guys, the scales are officially closed. So what I need you guys to do, I'm finishing this one last cast. One more cast, guys. I'm finishing this cast. As soon as this cast comes in, then we are going to weigh that fish. All right, so hold off on putting your any more messages in the chat right now because we don't want any of the guesses to start disappearing. Froggy says, I'm late. Always Bent Fishing says, what if two people guess 3.76? They split it or whoever said it first? It goes to whoever said it first. But if one of those people that said the same weight is a member of the money team, they automatically take it. Membership does have its privileges, guys. I keep telling you, membership has its privileges. Ant says Bass is Bass is catching fish, not air today. Oh yeah, we're setting the hook a few times. We're making it happen. We're making it happen. David Fishing and Hunting, Colorado says, what lake are you fishing? I'm fishing Lake Lanier, Georgia. Let's go ahead and get this in, guys. And let's see if anybody is about to walk away with a nice and easy $40 bill today, okay? All right, so here we go. You guys have seen the rules of engagement. I did not see any DQs. Did we make it through one of these without anybody getting DQ'd? All right, so there we go. We are zeroed out. Let's go ahead and get KK out of the live well. Let's see what she has to say. All right, so I think KK, oh my goodness. I think she's gonna be, I'll say a 284. I think she's gonna be a 284, guys. There we go. We are zeroed out. Alexandra says we made it with no DQs. All right, bam. I said a 284. Oh my goodness, guys. Do you see what I see? Bam, that is a 326. That is a 326. Oh my God, did anybody guess 326 in the chat? I guess Chef Boy didn't. I guess Chef Boy didn't. Oh my goodness, guys. Let me show it to you one more time. Let me show it to you one more time. Do you see that? A 326, guys. 326. Bam, right in that mouthpiece. Who's gonna walk away with this cash today? Who is walking away with that cash for this bass? 326. 326 is the winner. 326 is the winner, guys. We have an official winner. Oh my goodness. We have an official winner at 3.26. Who is the winner? Junior says, wow, KK is a biggin. She sure is. Who was the winner? Outdoor King says, no, it said 3.27 at first. I win. Let's see. She says, Ants is the winner. Did Ants get it? What did Derrick say? Ross Clark says, hey, yo, that's my guy. So Ants won. Ant said, wait, what? Ant, what was why are you surprised? He said, thank you, thank you. Derrick King said 3.46. And we came in at a 3.26. Shout out to Ants. Everybody put Ants in the chat. Put Ants in the chat. Now, Ants, you need to become a money team member with that. Ants, you could have been walking away with a $40 bill. Jay says 50-50, yeah, Ant. Clint Perry said Ants. That's right. Everybody put Ant in the chat. All right, so Ants, please send your cash out. Everybody put Ants in the chat. Now, guys, look, we need 11 more. We need 11 more. 2 winners in one day, guys. 2 winners in one day. Will it happen? I see everybody shouting Ant out in the chat. Shout out to the Outdoor King. I think the Outdoor King is the sponsor for today's live stream, right? With that $9.99 super chat. Then we have an honorable mention going to Clint Perry. We're out here having some fun. Son, don't you just love it? Don't you guys have a little fun out here fishing playing bass for cash? I get to come out here, hang out, fish, pop a few in the mouthpiece, and have some fun with it. Shout out to Ants. Texas Snoop says, which lake are you fishing today? I'm fishing the same little local lake called Lake Lanier, Georgia. But tomorrow I will be at Lake Harding, Bartlett's Ferry, out there searching for some nice largemouth. All right, good deal. Shout out to Ants. Ants came in and took a Bass for Cash winning. Ant was like, give me that money. Ant said, give me that money. All right, Ant, did you put your Cash App in the chat? Frisco says, number 2 time. Did Ant put his Cash App in the chat yet? All right, let's see. Texas Noob says, which lake are you on? Let me see. Mickey says, one more, be a pattern. Oh, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. They're down there. They're down there. You want me to pop one more, Mickey? You want me to get one more? Chef Boy says, Texas Noob, how was your tournament? All right, Texas Noob out there popping them. Man, that boat is rolling. They're out there jumping waves. You guys see that? All right, guys, we need 8 more likes. 8 more likes, and we are going to weigh this second fish. Now, you got to make it quick because we are currently in overtime. I was supposed to be gone by now, guys. But we got held over by this thing called Bass for Cash. And didn't it pay off? We're going to see if Ann is going to come on here and verify. I told you guys, Bass for Cash is real. Just like the bendation. Terry C said, that's my money. He said, that's me money. And Junior says, that dang boat scared the fish off. All right, Jay said he's making an account. Where did Ant go? Did Ant disappear? Ant says, send the money to someone else. Cash App don't work in the UK. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Ants, do you want your money gifted as memberships to the channel? If that's done, then there's a chance Ants could get a gifted membership. Some people have done that before. They've gifted the funds back to the channel as memberships. Shout out to Steve. Steve says, you will be on Cal Welcher's in my home lake. That's right. I asked Cal, I was like, hey, man, when was the last time somebody caught a 7-pounder? He said it's been about 10 months ago. Cal told me, he was like, because I was like, hey, Cal, I need a 7-pounder. What are the chances? He pretty much said, nah, money, you're not getting no 7-pounder out there. I mean, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Steve? What are the chances of getting a 7-pounder out there? Because that's what I want. All I need is one fish. Just one. A 7-pounder is all I need, and that's it. What are the chances? And when was the last time that you have heard of a 7+ pounder being caught on that lake? Chef Boy says, the one from a few weeks ago, I believe. What guys are you talking about? Jay says, L. Hippie Day says he should trade it for an autograph. Ant says, yes, I would like that. All right. So, Alexander, you see that? He wants his winnings to be gifted out as memberships to the channel. We're going to see how that goes. Big shout out to Ant, guys. So remember, guys, memberships are random. You can't even pick who gets those memberships. YouTube picks those for you. Texas Noob says, Chef, I fished Toledo Bend and took 3rd place. Congratulations on that. Baby Boy says, I got my wife watching you back at home. She loves fishing. All right, shout out. What's her name? Is she in the chat? Jay says, signed Bass. Steve says, I would, let me see, bet the farm on it. And 8 months ago at the beginning of spring. Okay, so Steve, you're thinking there's a good chance to catch an 8-pounder at Bartlett's Ferry right now? Jessica says, yes, I am. Junior says, appreciate you, Ant. Sorry that couldn't receive your winnings. That's right. Ant says, yes, sir. Go to whoever that membership is. All right, guys. Good deal. Good deal. All right, so Alexandra, are you able to gift those memberships for ants? Are you able to do that? I don't really know how the gifted membership thing works. Believe it or not. Steve says, my bad. I would not bet the farm. Oh my goodness. So it's slim to none. And I guess Slim is out of town. Is that what you're telling me? The chances of me catching a 7-pounder on that lake are slim to none. And Slim is out of town. So the only thing that's left is none. Oh goodness. There it goes, guys. Courtesy of ants. Let's see who all got the gifted memberships. Fish Guru got a gifted membership. Extreme got one. We have Terry Dalton. We have Meta Fortune. And who else? Connor Fails. All got gifted memberships courtesy of ants. So we have new members of the Money Team, guys. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Shout out to ants. Everybody put ants in the chat. Ants made it happen. The Money Team is getting long and strong, guys. Frisco says, it's rigged, I tell you. Left out again. Frisco says, if I do not win, it is rigged. He says, I should have won by now. Oh, man. All right, guys, we only need 5 more likes, and we're going to do it one more time. Everybody give a big round of applause to ants. That's right, Jay. Jay is giving the hand claps, clapping of the hands. Big shout out to ants. If everybody could, put ants in the chat. Ants, you're now famous. You are now a Bass for Cash winner. You are in a club when actually, let's do this. If you have won Bass for Cash, if you have won one of the payouts, and ants, you are included now. Put I won and put what you won in the chat. If you have won Bass for Cash before, put I won and what you won in the chat. Look at Hippie Dave. He's the first one. He was like, I won $40. And I think Hippie Dave won before he was a member of the Money Team. Tony 450 says, ants. But dang, skipped again. I'm on my way to CVS for some hair dye. Wow, Derrick King said he won $50. I don't remember $50. You won a double payout. So you won on one of the special payouts. Ant said, I won. Big shout out to Ants. The spot remover says, money. Have you heard about the size limit they are trying to put on Coosa River chain? They're trying to put a 12 to 14 inch slot limit on all Coosa River lakes. Jordan, Mitchell, Henry, Lay Lake, and Wise. Yes, I have heard about that. Fish for Dollar says, I won. Believe it was $30. Steve Wimpy says, Ants, you are much appreciated. What's going on, Jessica? Jessica tuning into the chat. Chef Boy says, I won $40. Derrick King said, New Year's Day. Wow. So you won on one of the New Year's fish. Was it the 4.12 pounder? Did you win on that's my biggest fish of 2025 so far, is that 4.12. The spot remover says, what do you think about that? I think it's kind of hard to say for me because I don't really know too much about what's going on. But there's a lot of times that there may be things tied to stuff that you just don't know about behind the scenes. So it could be some of that going on. Yeah, it's just, I don't really know enough about that topic. But I will tell you this, that FishXLive, what do you think about catch, weigh, release for tournaments? What do you think about that? Because that is exactly what FishXLive does. It allows people to do live tournaments, whether you're a 5-member bass club or a 50+ member tournament. FishXLive is something that I think will answer that question for a lot of people. Junior says, y'all stop bragging. My feelings are hurt. Outdoor King says, I won nothing, but one day he will win. The spot remover says, what do you think about it? All right, Ant says, yes, sir. Wasn't even expected to win. Let me see. He just guessed a random number. Hippie Dave says slot limits are needed. Okay, so Hippie Dave agrees with it. Jay says, have a good time fishing, my guy. Best of luck. Really appreciate you for tuning in. Gary, what's going on? He says, what's up, people? Jay says, Jay, I will be 25 minutes waiting for chicken to cook. All right, so are you and Jay going fishing? Is that what's going on? Frisco says slots are for trying to keep fishery stocked. Bill Meek says, I won imaginary cash and bought an imaginary Lamborghini. I remember that. Uh-oh, guys, we are at 100 likes. It is time to go ahead and weigh this second fish now, all right? We're about to go ahead and weigh the second fish. All right, we got the 100 likes. All right, the spot remover says, but you let the fish go after weigh-in. Yeah, so what they're saying is that by them keeping the fish in the live well, and see, I mean, like right now, I have these fish in here, but I don't keep them in the live well that long. Before, I was actually catching them and releasing them right away. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to weigh this second fish. So you see her in here? Look at KK. KK, she's in here doing good. She's still mad. She's fighting. Look at her. Do you see her looking at you? KK is like, I do not like this. I don't like it, MoneyBass. You popped me in my mouthpiece. All right, so here's the second. Did it come off the cold tag? Ah, she came off the cold tag. Now I have to dig my hand through all that water. Ah, now I have to stick my hand in all this water. Frisco says KK needs to be fizzed, but I'm gonna let KK go so I don't have to fizz her. So I don't keep them in here for a long time. Junior says KK is belly flopping. Oh yes, KK came from down deep. KK was in about 30 feet of water, guys. All right, I'm trying to figure out how I can get that fish out of here without getting my arm all soaked. Let's go ahead and open up this live well, let some of this water out. All right, I gotta stick my hand in, guys. Hippie Day says we need length. All right, I got it. Come on, buddy. Stay still. All right, I got you. All right, guys, I think we are still in subscriber only mode right now. Let me just double check. All right, so we are still in subscriber only mode. All right, so everybody that is in the chat can currently participate. It does not cost a thing to participate in Bass for Cash. Now, we are about to open the scales up. You get one guess, guys. If you put more than one guess in, you will be disqualified, all right? The total pot was $100, but you guys saw that. Ants yanked $20 out of it, so we have 80 left for today. And of that 80, another 40 is up for grabs. You get one guess, all right? Only put one guess in the chat one time. Do not put multiple guesses in the chat, and do not put your same guess more than once because you will be DQ'd, all right? So now, as soon as I see Alexandra put ready in the chat, I will take the fish out, show you guys this fish, and we are going to do round 2 of this thing that we call Bass for Cash. Do you see these bass in here, guys? Make sure you're paying attention to the rules of engagement that she is putting in the chat. You also want to make sure that you have read the information in the description to make sure you are clear on everything, all right? All right, everything, guys. All right, so there we go. This is the fish right here, guys. So as soon as I see her put ready in the chat, I'm going to pull this fish out, and I will put it on this measuring board so you can see the length. I see Spot Remover says, what is the length? We're going to show you the length in just a second. Junior says, don't get DQ'd. Junior is ready to laugh at you. All right, here we go. This is the fish we are about to weigh, guys. Bass for Cash is real, just like the bendation. Make sure you are following those rules of engagement that Alexandra is putting in the chat. As soon as I see her put ready in the chat, then I will take this fish out and put it on this measuring board so you can get an idea of the length. You can see it has a little bit of girthification on it, too. Do you see the girth? Do you see the stomach on it? Money Team members are the ones with the badges next to their name. That is correct. They should know the routine already. All right, make sure you guys are following those rules of engagement. As soon as you see her announce scales officially open, I will take the fish out of the live well and put it on that measuring board. All you have to do is be a subscriber. We are currently in subscriber only mode. All right. We're currently in subscriber only mode, guys. All right, Alexandra, as soon as you type ready in the chat, I'm going to take the fish out and show it to everybody. All right, we are ready. Here we go, guys. This is the fish. All right, Alexandra, you can announce scales officially open as soon as you are ready. Now, there we go. That mouth is touching the front of that board, and it is over 15 inches. It's about 15 and a half or so inches, guys. All right, Alexandra, as soon as you guys see scales are open, you have to put your guesses between scales open. All right, guys, there we go. Scales are officially open. All right, there we go. You guys are moving. That chat is moving. All right, there we go, guys. Scales are officially open. All right, and while you guys are doing that, I'm going to hop back out here and make a few more casts. We're going to see if we can bust another one in the mouthpiece. How about that? Is the mouthpiece ready for some more bendation? All right, remember, one guess and one guess only. If you guess the same that somebody else guesses, whoever put it in there first wins, unless they are a member of the money team. If you put the same thing as a member of the money team and that is the winning weight, they will take the winnings, guys. Membership does have its privileges, all right? So we are rolling. We're rolling. We had a good time out here today, guys. I told you we were out here for a good time, not a long time. Spot remover coming in. I see what you got there. I see Mickey. Trey was like, let me slide on in. We got Artie and Mr. Archer. All right, guys, the scales are closed. The scales are now officially closed. We are about to find out if we have a double payout today. It has happened. It has happened. But do you remember that one time? We've had double payouts in one day, and then we've had it to where you guys have missed like 5 guesses in a row. Remember that day when we had all of those fish and nobody? Oh no! Oh no! Wait a minute, Artie Herman got disqualified. Artie, how could it happen? Oh no! Come on, Art. What did Artie do wrong? Go ahead and give us the official disqualification. Hippie Dave, what are you laughing at, Hippie Dave? Archer, what are you laughing at? Archer said, I just got in and didn't fit. Junior, wait a minute. What is everybody? Oh, my goodness. Hold on, guys. Everybody is, no double guessing. Why not? Everybody is laughing. I told you guys, if you get DQ'd, you would be famous for the wrong reason. She says, Artie Herman, you are DQ'd due to multiple guesses. Oh, my goodness. That is the #1 rule. I've mentioned it so many times. All right, guys, look. So that was the last fish, 3.26. We're going to clear the scale out now. And now we are about to weigh fish number 2. All right, here we go, guys. I will guess this fish is a 2. Is it 2.5? I will say a 263, guys. I'm saying a 263. There we go. You guys see it is zeroed out. All right, hold off on the chat messages real quick. I said a 263. Let's see what we have, guys. What? Wait a minute, guys. Let me see, make sure I did something right. They could be right. Let me make sure it's zeroed out. All right, we're zeroed out. We're zeroed out. So I guess I'm way off. This one isn't even hitting the 2 pound mark. $1.99. 1.99. Tony says, won't, won't. All right, guys, there you have it. 1.99. I bet nobody saw that coming because I sure didn't. Let's get that right in the limelight for you guys. Can we see it? 1.99. Do we have a double winner today? 1.99, guys. 1.99. Spot remover, I agree with you. It tricked me, and I'm holding the fish. I thought it was more than that. It just has a big gut on it. Look at the gut on that fish. Carlos says, holy moly. Uh-oh, Alexander says, no official winner. No official winner. Oh, my goodness. Nobody wanted that money. Nobody wanted that money, guys. Isn't that crazy? All right, I want to give a big shout out to FishXLive, guys. We are going to log in one of these fish real quick in FishXLive. And so for anybody that is wondering what I was telling you about earlier, how am I able to come out and relocate some of these fish real quick like this? I logged them in this FishXLive app. Hold on one second, guys. Let me check on a little something. Let me check. All right, hold on one second, guys. Let me just check something. Please check your email. Hold on. All right. Have a few things I got to take care of. I have some business I got to take care of. All right, so what I was showing you was FishXLive. We're about to do this real quick, and then we're going to release these two fish. And we're having fun. I mean, should I stay for 30 more minutes? What do you guys think? Stay or go? Stay or go? What do you guys think? Have we done enough for today? We came out here, caught 2 fishes in less than 2 hours. And today wasn't even a fishing day, guys. Gregory says stay. Gary says stay. Roxanne, she says, you need to stay, partner. We want some of that cash for that bass. Alexandra says, go. Get out of there. Oh, goodness, guys, I forgot I have a tournament tomorrow. I don't need to stay out here too long. I got to get up early. All right, let's see, guys. All right, so let's go to FishXLive. Remember, guys, go to FishXLive.com. Now, we are going to log this catch. So this is going to be at Lake Lanier. Let me just get over here where I can see this real good. All right, so we're going to log this catch real quick. Lake Lanier, the species, that was a spotted bass. What was the weight of that first fish? Does anybody remember? Let me see. I guess it was about 17 inches. Then a picture of the fish. Let's take a picture of the fish. What was it? It was 3.26, right? Was that right? 3.26. All right, let me get my camera set up. I'm going to take a quick picture with the fish better known as KK. She's a biggin. Oh, my goodness, and she's feisty. KK is feisty. Let's see. All right, get a good old picture with KK. All right, there we go. Got a good picture with KK. Now we're going to log this in here. Okay, I see you guys. Thank you for letting me know. 3.26 pounds. Let's just drop her back in here for a quick second. And then we're going to get a nice release on KK. All right, there we go. drop her back in there for a quick second, and we're gonna finish logging this in. All right, the weight was 3.26 pounds, 17. All right, then we're gonna track the location. This is what will allow me to know where I need to come back. So this fish was, we're gonna dictate this in here using the notes section. Caught on a point, hold on. Caught on a point with a ledge and cover, period. Outside temp is in the 50s, and the fish was caught with a shaky head, period. All right, there we go. Have that in there. Picture of the lure. Let's see, I think I have a picture of this lure in here somewhere already. There it goes. So I added a picture in there. The water temp. So we know the water temps are changing. What is the water temp, guys? It's 45 degrees right now. 45-degree water temp. The weather is sunny. The water clarity is clear. Make sure you guys go to FishXLive.com. The wind speed is 0 to 5 miles an hour. There we go. And now we just submit that. And now we can go and find it in the messages. So let's just go to, what's today's date, guys? Is today the 17th or 18th? What's today's date? Is today the 18th? It's not the 18th. Today the 7th. There we go. Today is the 17th. All right, so now there we go. This is the fish that we just logged in here. So that's your partner MoneyBass holding that fish up. You see it's 3.26 pounds, about 17 inches. There are the detailed notes. You can see the bait that I used. And right here, I can go to this map and see exactly where I caught that fish if I wanted to come back on it. So that is a very valuable piece of technology with some very valuable information in it, all right? So everybody, make sure you go to FishXLive and download it. You have a free 7-day trial, all right? And fishing season is about to get started now. So everybody that sets up their account with that free trial right now, it will be extended for about another month, okay? So remember, anytime I can get any good deals for you guys, I try to make sure I do that. So you want to take advantage of those deals whenever I get things set up. So I know this other fish is 1.99. So I'll log this one later on. The other thing that you want to do, whenever you catch the fish, what I would say is log them as soon as possible so that as you saw on FishXLive, it actually shows you the time that you logged that catch. So if you come back a year later, a month later or whatever, you know what time of the day those fish were active, because depending on what lake you're on, these fish have specific windows that they may be feeding better than other times, all right? All right, so let's see, guys. Let's go ahead and just take a picture of this other fish. And then we're going to stay out here just a little bit longer, and then we're going to get out of here. All right, so let's take a picture of this one. Let's get a picture of this 199. All right, so there's a 199 right there. It would want to curl its tail the other direction. All right, there we go. Let's get a picture of this 199 fish right here. Look at the stomach on it. All right, and what we can do also is make a quick video. How about that? So we're gonna go in here, go to YouTube, go to Shorts, and here we go. We're gonna make a quick video. Bass for cash is real, just like the Bendation, guys. Go back there and tell your friends you had a good time hanging out with MoneyBass. Let's see, will you jump for us? I guess not, but you will swim away fast. There it goes, guys. Bass for cash is real. All right, so we'll go next on that. We'll save that one, so we'll upload that. to the channel, so you guys actually got to see that one live. All right, so now we're gonna see, how does KK do? Now you guys were saying KK needs to be fizzed. We're gonna see if KK will swim off on her own. All right. Gary says, are your scales right? Yes, sir, they're right. They are official, like a referee's whistle. All right. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do another video for the channel. So this is content that you guys can go back and watch. So we're going to do one more. All right, here we go. Let's get it down there in the water. Is this fish dead? Oh my goodness, it is not dead, but it did win somebody some cash on Bass for Cash. It is really hat and hoodie season, guys. It's cold out here, but let's let this fish go back down there and tell her buddies that she was hanging out with your partner, MoneyBass. There she goes. Oh my goodness, it is not dead, but it did win somebody some cash on Bass for Cash. It is really hat and hoodie season, guys. It's cold out here, but let's let this fish go back down there and tell her buddies that she was hanging out with your. All right, there we go. That was a good one. We'll save that one. All right, so now we have some content. You guys see that? That's how it works. That's how it works. Just creating content for you guys out here, making things happen. All right, so now let's keep on moving. We're gonna stay out here for maybe about, I see a little cove that I want to get up here to and just check and see if so there's fish here. I already, got this spot saved in here in FishXLive, so we can keep on rolling. Junior says they're both doing the backstroke. Baby boy said, hey, stay. Tim says squeeze the belly of that fish. He wants to see what's in there. All right, so there's a nice little cove coming up here. So what I just found, oh my goodness, look at that ditch out there. I'm gonna have to come back over here, guys. There's a nice big ditch over here and everything. All right, let's see. Let's take a look up here a little bit. So what I'm doing is just scanning around on my electronics to see what I can see. Now there's a ditch over here that looks lovely. Man, do I need to go and check that ditch? Or do I need to check this point? Let's go and check this point. But yeah, it definitely looks good out here. M4 Fishing says, nice comeback. Let's go. Oh yeah. M4, did you put in any guesses in the chat for Bass for Cash? Gary says, is there any fish in there? Yes, sir, Gary. Oh, Gary, you missed all of the Bass for Cash chances today. You says, let me see. Oh, you got here. Gary says, it's awful big for 1.99. Yeah, somebody saying that, oh, you said you think my scales are off. We'll have to do a calibration. Next time I bring 2 scales. How about that? But yeah, I mean, I would say that it looked bigger than what it was because of its stomach. So that thing had a huge stomach on it. What's going on, Greg? Good to see you in the chat. All right, let's hop back out of subscriber only mode. Let's open it up, let everybody come back in here and hop in the chat. We've been having a good time out here today. It's nice and lovely. Man, I really did want to, I wouldn't have minded getting a crankbait bite today to start getting ready for tomorrow. Man, for a day to be so lovely today, do you guys see that? Look at the sun. It is nice and lovely out here today. And tomorrow's supposed to be a storm when I'm supposed to be fishing. Isn't that something? Why? Why would it treat me so bad? Kong says the camera adds 1 pound. Gary says, where's your bass tournament at? My bass tournament is going to be on Lake Harding in Alabama. All right, we're scouting, we're scanning, we're looking. Let's see if I can bring up my 360 real quick. Appreciate it, Greg. Appreciate that, Gary. Said take that cash. That's the plan. That is the plan. So is anybody else going to be fishing the tournaments or anything this weekend? Fishing any tournaments? Or is it just me? All right, what is that? Let's change the depth on this. We're sitting at 30. Let's pop that up to about 50. And just what I thought, there's a ditch right there. You guys, there's a nice ditch right there. Shout out to Ants. Everybody put Ants in the chat. The newest Bass for Cash winner. You are now famous, sir. You are welcome back anytime. Right, I'm about to eat, so I gotta go. Have a good day, everyone, and congrats to the. Really appreciate that, Ant. We gotta figure out a way to get some funds over to the UK. Junior says he has a tournament tomorrow. Where are you fishing at, Junior? Gary says, my old lady put me on a time out. I was on the lake longer than be home. Let me see. Look like I'll have to find a... Oh, my goodness. Now, that's real bad right there, Gary. That's not good. That's really not good. You might need to head to the store and get some flowers and make some reservations for a dinner date or something tonight. You got to put in the work, Gary. Shout out to D Nice. They call me D Nice, although I hate to admit it. What's going on, D Nice? Have you heard of that song before, D Nice? The one I was just doing a little rendition of. Have you heard that before? I don't know how old you are, but but shout out to D Nice. Wimpy said, we need more of those bars. I don't know if you need more of those. Derrick says, Money, I got a question. And Force says, just got to the lake, so I didn't make it. Uh-oh, Junior says, let me see, I'm taking out the suckers. Oh, Junior knows a little something. Good deal. Let me see, Texas Noob says, how's the weather out there today? Oh, the weather is great. Do you see that? It is nice and sunny. No clouds. It is not too cold out here. So it is all good. Greg says, are you using 17-pound test? I am using, this is 15 to 20-pound high-vis yellow braid that I use as my main line. And then I have a 12-pound leader tied on with an Alberto knot. The spot remover says, money, you see MDJ wear them out on Wadawi the other day on a square bill? Oh, that's where he was at. Okay. Okay, well that's my plan for tomorrow. So we'll see how that works out. I watched some of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I have to go back and finish watching it. Derrick says, what did you use to chase the skunks away? I forgot about that. Derrick, wait a minute. Was that you that put who was that put the pictures of the two skunks in the chat yesterday? Who did that? Was that you or was that, who did it? Was that Frisco? Who put the two pictures of the skunk in the chat yesterday? We had some comedians. Derrick says, what did you use to chase the skunk? Oh, that must have been you, Derrick. I put some stank on it. That's what I did. I used some stank to chase them away. What did Junior say? Oh, okay, yeah. Junior knows a little something about some D-nice. Okay, I think I see something. So take a look at this right here. That's a ditch, guys. There could be some fish down there sitting on the bottom. So we're gonna toss this shaky head down there and just kind of drag it through there. All right, so is anybody else fishing any tournaments tomorrow or this weekend? Want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. I haven't even said it enough today. Make sure you guys remember that name, SWAT Lawn Operations, one of the original sponsors of Bass for Cash, guys. Also want to give a big shout out to FishXLive.com. Now, who in the chat has set up a FishXLive account? If you have a FishXLive account, type FishXLive in the chat. Type FishXLive in the chat. Gary knows the routine. He's already shouting out SWAT. Gregory says, I'm old-fashioned. I use Stren 12-pound fluorocarbon. So I do the same thing. On my crankbait, if you would ask me what was on my crankbait, I have 12-pound either Stren or what's the other one? It's Trilene. Either Stren or Trilene. I still use those on my moving baits. Anything that I want to use mono on, I'll use Stren or Trilene on those. Oh my goodness, guys. It was moving. Do you see that? Do you see it? Oh my goodness. There we go. It's the bendation. The bendation is real. The bendation is real, just like Bass for Cash. Is somebody gonna win? Do you see what I'm seeing? I told you that might be in that ditch. Am I gonna be able to? Oh, look at him. Look at it. It's mad. It's mad and it's a fighter. Come on, buddy. Let me go ahead and flip you. It's like MoneyBass. You got me right in the side of my mouthpiece. And bam, yes, I did. Right in that mouthpiece. Once again. Let's go ahead and get that hook out of there for you. Bam. It's definitely not a KK, but it's a keeper. Junior says the bendation is real. That is right. Shout out to Gary. Gary says, I know all about FishXLive. FishXLive.com, guys. Is it real? Is it real or is it Memorex? Shout out to FishXLive.com. Now look, we're gonna slide it right here on the scale. We're gonna slide it right here on this scale, guys, on this measuring board. Oh my goodness, it's a fighter too. Do you see what it did? It bit my whole thumb in its mouthpiece. Look at that right there. Bam! It's a little over 15 inches. We got nothing. We got another one. I told you guys, I was like, hey, do you see something moving around in that ditch? If you see something, say something. Steve Wimpy said, bam, right in that mouthpiece. That's right. That's right, right in that mouthpiece. Oh my goodness, it was a monster. Oh man. What is in that live well? It just came alive. It came alive like crazy. That fish is losing its mind. Oh my goodness, guys. Junior says I'm going in and out. How's the signal look to you guys? Can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Can you see me and hear me okay? I think we're gonna need to pop one more. Junior says, oh, it's mad. It's mad. It's like money. That was my mouthpiece. That was my mouthpiece that you hit me with. You hit me right in the mouthpiece. I sure did. Shout out to Roxanne. Roxanne said, oh yeah, I think it's funny. But you know, that fish was like, this is not funny. Jessica says, you can't hear me. Let me see. Did you guys see the catch? Did you see the fish catch? Or did you miss it? Was the signal bad? Give me some feedback. Junior says, oh, it's good now. I guess the bendation was too real. Is that what happened? Steve Wimpy said, bam, another one in that mouthpiece. Another mouthpiece busted. Oh, my goodness. Does anybody else? I see shout out to Jessica. Jessica says, got it, FishXLive. All right, Jessica, if you set up an account at FishXLive.com, just go there, click that download button and set up your account. I want to see if you have logged anything in FishXLive. Who has something logged on their account in FishXLive? Levi said the signal is going out a little, but worth it for the mouthpiece. We're getting introduced to some mouthpieces today. Steve Wimpy says, oh, the bendation was real. That is true. We're definitely going to have to log this one in there. We moved on just a little bit, found a nice little ditch. Those fish were down there like, hey, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, what is this on the lake? What is this on the bottom moving around? Let me just take bam, right in that mouthpiece. That's how it happened. The fish was just down there minding its own business, minding its own mouthpiece. It's like, this is my mouthpiece and I can do what I want with it. And I was like, you sure can. Go ahead and put it right there on that. Bam, yeah, right in that mouthpiece. You can do what you want with your mouthpiece, but you put that mouthpiece in the wrong spot, it will get set with a hook. Jessica says, we seen it, but the audio was bad. Now you're good. All right, we're good. Oh, so I need to show you another mouthpiece. Is that what you're saying, Jessica? We need a replay of some bendation. Uh-oh. Who is this? Who is this? Do you guys see what I see? Do you see what I see? Does anybody see what I see? What I always say is, if you see something, say something. And I see something. What I see is Gregory. Shout out to Gregory. Hit the channel with 5 gifted memberships, guys. Oh, my goodness. The money team is getting bigger and stronger. Everybody put Gregory in the chat. Shout out to who got these free memberships. Mike C. We got Carver Jamal, Joe B, Dolph Gurgle, and Z-Wolf. Oh, my goodness. Not the Z-Wolf. We got Z-Wolf in the chat. Junior says, I wonder if fish believe in aliens. Oh, yeah, they believe in aliens. They're like, oh, yeah, I was abducted by force through mouthpiece. I was mouthpiece abducted. Forcefully. And Jessica said, facts. Gary says, I tried to steal it. I need one. Shout out to Gregory, everybody. You see all the new members of the money team. All right, shout out to M4 Fishing. You guys, listen, if you download, when you download your account, your free account on FishXLive.com, remember, you get a 7-day trial membership. You can go and check out M4 Fishing. He's on there logging some nice fish. Actually, I'll show it to you guys in just a second. Hold on. Gregory Reamers, you are the man. Shout out to Steve Wimpy. KK says, way to go. I see everybody shouting out Gregory in the chat. Very, very much appreciated. Now listen, guys, we're down south. We show Southern hospitality around here, okay? If you received one of those free memberships, if you received a gifted member from good old Gregory Reamers, make sure you say thank you. Make sure you say thank you. You have to give thanks where thanks is due, all right? Big shout out to Gregory. Now, did everybody shout Gregory out in the chat? And also, welcome to the new members of the Money Team. Levi says, hey, Money, what shaky head do you use? Levi, guess what? You are a member of the Money Team. I need you to go to my channel, MoneyBass, and go to the members only section, all right? Go to the members only section, Levi, and there is a full tutorial on everything from beginning to end, because there are some details that require some tools to set up that bait that you see me using. I call it the immortal shaky head is what I call it. Because that bait will catch as many fish as you can set the hook on until you end up breaking it off someplace. So as long as you remember to retie and don't get it caught off in some rocks or some laydowns or something like that to where you can't get it out, you can continually catch fish back to back to back to back on that. And if you guys have noticed, some of you may have noticed that the only time you see me retie or change that bait is when it breaks off, because I can catch fish after fish after fish. So if you are a member of the channel, go to the channel and just do a search for MoneyBass Shaky Head or MoneyBass Immortal Shaky Head, and you'll see it is in the members only section. Now let me show you guys FishXLive once again, but take a look at it. That's the fish that your partner just caught just a minute ago. It was a big one. That right there is KK. Everybody say hello to KK. Derrick knows about KK. All right. All right, so now let's go and take a look at M4. So if you go here and you go to anglers, and let's just do a quick search for M4. M4. There he is, guys. M4 fishing right there. Now he caught a fish. I'm going to his journal of catches in January, and there it goes. This was just yesterday on the 16th. He caught a 287. Wait a minute. Did I just see what I saw? I sure did. Big shout out to Clint Perry. Hit the channel with another gifted membership. And that gifted membership went to James Larry. James Larry is back in action. Really appreciate that. Everybody put CP in the chat. We have Gregory Raymer stepping in big. Really, really appreciate everybody. Derrick King says, KK, I think he calling you fat. Oh, my God. Derrick, do not try to get me in trouble. I did not say that. Well, I guess it depends on which KK you're talking about. So, yes, I did say that, but you're kind of implying something to try to get me in trouble, Derrick. Don't do it. Don't do it, Derrick. I'm being misrepresented. Shout out to Carlo. Everybody shouting out CP. Man, you guys got me out here doing some overtime. I was supposed to be gone. I had some things I was supposed to do. But the bendation has held me back. Man, you know, I may have, what's those meetings that people go to where you got to stand up and say your name? Hello, everybody. They call me MoneyBass, and I'm addicted to bendation. I just wanted to introduce myself, and, you know, I'm just here for somebody to help me with my problem. I see KK. I see you in there laughing, KK. You saw Derrick. Derrick was trying to set me up. I said what I said, but not what he said I said. Okay? Just remember that, KK. I said what I said, but not what he said I said. Well, wait a minute. I said what he said I said, but not like he said that I said it. That's better. I did say what he said I said, but I didn't say it how he said I said it. There we go. Derrick was trying to set me up. Outdoor King says, I'm back. Nathan says, I want to send you a penny. If all of us send you a penny, you will have pennies for days. That is probably true. Oh, my goodness, guys. I hope everybody has something good planned for this weekend. Make sure you plan and do something with your loved ones, guys, because we're all here for a good time, not a long time. Time flies, guys. So you want to make sure you go out there and share some experiences, family and friends, make the most out of it. Just do something that you can look back on Monday and be like, you know what? I'm glad I did that this weekend. You know what I mean? Just do something nice for yourself, for your family, and for your friends. Gary says, hi, I'm Gary, and I'm on fishing. Does anybody else want to stand up and make a confession? Hi, I'm MoneyBass, and I'm addicted to bendation. Is there anybody else? Carlos says, hi, Gary. Anybody else have a confession? Gary Reamer says, in Wisconsin, it's Fish Fry Friday. Okay, Fish Fry Friday. Does anybody else have a confession? Me and Gary have opened up to everybody. Is there anybody else that would like to make a confession? You have to stand up and introduce yourself. Jessica says, hi, I'm Jessica, and I've caught a few times and never released. Oh, no, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Everybody say hi, Jessica. All right, does anybody else have a confession? Me, Gary, and Jessica has made our confessions. Steve Wimpy, he has a confession. He says, hi, I'm Wimpy, and I'm addicted to girtification. Hi, Wimpy. Everybody put hi, Wimpy in the chat. Anybody else? Are there any more? Does anybody else have something that they would like to confess? Gary says, hi, Jessica. Do we have any more confessions, guys? Any more confessions? Jessica says, hi. Uh-oh. Raul has a confession. All right. Raul says, when I fish, I buy lures and never use them. Oh, no, Raul. Oh, man. Everybody says hi. Say hi, Raul. Oh, man. Tony says, pause, Wimpy. Oh, no, not that, Tony. Come on, Tony. Oh, no. Nathan has a confession. Man, Nathan says, hi, I'm Nathan. I'm single. Nathan's making a difference. Nathan, are you trying to get a date? We're in here doing fishing confessions. Nathan's in here trying to get a date. Alexander says, hi, Wimpy. Gary says, hi, Wimpy. All right, Derrick King, he says, hi, I'm Derrick, and I'm addicted to fishing and the MoneyBass channel. Everybody say, hi, Derrick. Alexander says, hi, Jessica. Oh, my goodness. Do you guys see the parabolic bend on that right there? But I want you to notice something. It's bending, but there's no ation. There's no bendation. There's bend, but there's no dation. You know why? Because I set the hook hard on something that was not a fish. And I will probably not get that bait back. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh, does Gary have a confession? He says, I love fishing more than old lake. Oh, no, Gary, do not put that in the chat. Gary, delete that. Gary, no, do not. Didn't you just, what, Gary, didn't you just say you were in trouble for fishing too long? Gary says, I have a confession. I love fishing more than my old lady. No, Gary, do not, listen, do not confess, do not put a confession like that in the chat. That is not good. All right, Pale Rider says, hi. Uh-oh, Pale Rider has a confession. Uh-oh, let's see. He says, hi, I'm Jerry, and I'm addicted to speed on the water. Oh, my goodness. He liked it. What is it called? Lift and rip. He likes to lift and rip. Steve Wimpy says, girtification has me up all, and I don't eat. Oh, my goodness. Has him up all night. He don't eat. All right, let's see. Fishing for Dollars has a confession. Says, I confess that I'm addicted to this stream. Oh, my goodness. Everybody put hi, Fishing for Dollars. Man, there's all kind of confessions coming in. We may have to start doing a confessions to get stuff off of your chest, guys. All right, OG Mods has a confession, everybody. Okay, I fish every day in Oklahoma, but I'm from Louisiana. Nice striped bass here in Oklahoma though. All right, everybody put hi OG. Gary says, is that bendation? No, that was just the bend. There was no dation to go along with it. KK says, here, fishy, fishy. Nathan says, I thought this is fishing. I'm fishing for a female. Gary is fishing for a date. All right, Gary, go ahead and put your stats in the chat. Put age, height. All right, ladies, what else do you need to know from Nathan? Nathan is fishing for a date. What else do you guys need to know? What information would you guys need to know? Gary says, I need a date. All right, Derrick King says, uh-oh. Is this another confession? He says, hi, I'm Derrick, and when I want to buy a new fishing rod, I tell KK it's for her. Oh, Derrick, KK can hear you. She's in the chat. I don't know if it's going to work anymore. I don't know if you were supposed to confess that to where she could hear you. Gary said, but it's the truth. It's the truth, I tell you. Gary said, it's all good. She doesn't know. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see. Cody says the next fish will be a 3-pounder. Nathan says, let's see. We have Gary Reamer coming back at it one more again. Now, guys, let's celebrate his first super chat to the live stream. And actually, it's a super sticker. Super sticker, no love. I mean, no love, no comment, no question, just pure love of the game, all right? He was like, I don't have anything to say. Let me just drop this right here for you to take a look at. Everybody put Gregory in the chat. Really appreciate that, sir. Carlo says, feet size is important. Uh-oh. Carlo, are you on OnlyFans? Are you doing feet? Are you doing footwork on OnlyFans? What's up with that? Gary says, I got a boat and good rods, and she must like fish. Gary, you cannot be on here trying to get a date. That is a violation. Junior says, I feel like I'm on a Catholic channel with these confessions. Shout out to Gregory Reimers, guys. Texas Noob says, is this thing on? What's going on in here? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. Alexandria has a confession, guys. She says, hi, I'm Alexandria, and I have addiction to spending money on my man's fishing career. Oh, my goodness. He has too much stuff and nowhere to put it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I am speechless. I'm pretty sure all the guys are wanting to see your left hand now. They're like, can you show us your left hand? And that finger next to your pinky? If that is your confession, oh my goodness. Steve Wimpy says, Alexandria Corbett, stop. Oh my goodness. Junior said, that's a shot, money. Jessica said, lucky man. KK said, I hear you, AC. Oh, my goodness. Man, we got confessions coming from everywhere today. Carlos says, I'm doing YouTube. Feet are my secret obsession. Oh, no. Carlo, what is going on? Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. Steve Wimpy, what is going on? He said, Alexandria Corbett, CFO, you are fired. Wait a minute. What is going on? What in the haberdasheries and hemoglobin is going on around here? What does that mean? Nathan says, Alexandria, if you make more space and sacrifice space for the fisherman, you get that fisherman's pie. I don't know what that means, Nathan. Jessica says, this has been very therapeutic so far. Thanks. Junior says, the DQ queen has spoken. That is right. But you know what, guys? Don't we have another bass for cash that we need to weigh? Do we have another cash? Do we have some more cash for this bass back there? Are you guys ready to weigh that fish? Because it's time to jet, guys. I've been out here way longer than what I was supposed to be. Kong David says, GP has a job opening. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Michael Dean says, hi, wait a minute. We have another confession. Michael Dean says, hi, I'm Mike, and I'm a pathological fish storyteller. It was this big. Oh, no, guys. Everybody say hi, Michael. Everybody put hi, Michael, in the chat. Gary says, no, you cannot fire her. She works hard for the chat. Everybody put hi, Michael, in the chat. Michael said he's struggling. He needs some support. Really, it was this big. Everybody saying hi, Mike. Gary says that's what she said, Mike. Junior said, hey, Mike, stop your lying. Hey, Junior, he's trying to open up. You can't just be fussing at him like that. Jessica said, hi, Michael. Derrick King says, KK, I need another bucket. This one is full. Oh, my goodness, guys. We're having a fun Friday out here. We're having a fun Friday. Oh, wait a minute. Are you guys ready to weigh this fish? I forgot that we had another fish in the live well. And what time was it? It's probably about 1:30 when we got that fish to the boat. I need to remember the time so I can log it in there right. Michael Irvin said, you're making my fish agitated. Once again, shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. SWAT stands for Service with All the Trimmings, for all of your residential and outdoor needs, guys. The season is getting close, so make sure you remember that name, guys. Clint Perry says, can you imagine Jimmy Houston and MoneyBass in the same boat? What would be the title of it? It would have to have the word bendation in there. Uh-oh, guys, I see another one in that ditch over there. Let's see if I can bust him right in the mouthpiece. Let me show you. Look at it right there. There's that mouthpiece right there. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Hold on. The juice is low. Did I get it in time? Because the juice is low. All right, guys, if we go out, I will be right back because I was not paying attention and the juice was low. Gregory Reamer says, who would talk more? Oh, no, wait a minute. Alexandra says, I have been fired from SWAT. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We are going to have to protest, file an appeal, and we're going to have to press charges. That cannot happen. Gary says, one more cast. All right, are you guys ready to weigh this fish? I didn't see anybody put ready in the chat. I haven't seen anybody put ready in the chat. Are you guys ready to see if anybody wants to win this $40? And then we're going to get out of here on this fantabulous Friday. We had some fun out here today, guys. All right, it looks like everybody is ready. Carlos says, I'm feeling super thanks for asking. All right, guys, we had a good time out here. But again, I'll be back on the lake all day tomorrow, so I shouldn't really be staying out here this long. I have things to prepare for. All right, Alexandra says that she is ready. We're about to get it cracking. Outdoor King says, I rehired you, Alexandria. Oh, yeah, you can't get rid of the DQ Queen. She has DQ. So who got DQ'd earlier today? Are they still in the chat or did they leave? I never even saw them say anything. Junior, it's your fault because you were laughing so hard. Why were you guys laughing so hard at somebody being DQ'd? You hurt their feelings. Now, let's see. Is this fish back here sleeping? Is it asleep? Let's take a look. Because it was going a little crazy earlier. Look, it's not sleep. Do you see that? Who was that got DQ'd earlier? All right, guys. We're about to go ahead and get it cracking right away. We're about to go into subscriber only mode. We don't have many people in here today, so everybody should know the routine. Hopefully you've been paying attention, because if you haven't, then you might get DQ'd, all right? Only put one guess in the chat unless you are a member of the money team. One guess. That is the number one thing that get people DQ'd. So as long as you don't do that, you should be fine. One guess, and do not put that same guess more than once, all right? Quick and easy, quick and easy. If you are a member of the money team, you get 2 guesses. We are currently in subscriber only mode. All right, so Alexandra, when you say ready, I will take this fish out, and then we will go ahead and open those scales once you say ready. All right, the rules of engagement are in the chat. All right, Alexander, you can go ahead and open the scales up. I think everybody in the chat should already know the routine, because we're about to get it cracking. As soon as you put ready, I'm going to take the fish out, and then you can put scales open. All right, ready. Here we go, guys. There is the fish. It's not a big one, but it's worth a $40 bill to somebody. The scales are officially open, guys. We're going to put it on this measuring board real quick. You guys see that that fish is a nice and easy, about 15 and a half. All right, there it goes, guys. It doesn't have girthification, but it has some girth. It has some girth on it, but not girthification. All right, there we go. You guys have 2 minutes. And while you guys are taking that 2 minutes, I'm going to get up here and make 1 or 2 more casts. Uh-oh, where did I put my rod? Oh, I started packing up, guys. All right, remember, only 1 guess. If you put more than 1 guess, you will be disqualified. Do not get DQ'd, because Junior is going to laugh at you. Junior is going to laugh so hard that it's just disrespectful. He laughed so hard at the last person that got DQ'd, it hurt my feelings. One guess and 1 guess only, guys. 1 guess and 1 guess only, all right? Ants says I'm back. All right, Ants. You see those guesses going in the chat. Ants, are you going to be back for another win? Oh, Ants says, I think I got it. Ants hit us with the 167. Junior is already, he's getting his laugh ready, because he's like, I know somebody's going to get DQ'd. Junior's like, I know people do not pay attention. Somebody is going to be DQ'd. And I want to be the first to laugh. Want to give a big shout out to FishXLive, guys. FishXLive, a full-scale tournament app, and also has great features for the everyday fisherman to allow you to be more productive on the lakes, guys. Ant says, I came back just at the right time. All right, guys, the scales are now officially closed. They're officially closed. All right, the scales are closed. Gary said there's no DQ. You guys are looking for the DQs. Now, who will be DQ'd? All right, so we're gonna fish this back to the bank. Back to the boat. Who are the sponsors of today's live stream? We've had some new people come through. We have Duke City Fishing tuning in. Shout out to the Money Team. You see that badge next to his name? He's like, oh yeah, I'm a Money Team member. Gary Pilcher says, look harder, AC, look harder. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gary, are you trying to tell on somebody? What's going on, Timothy King? We have Timothy King new to the live stream. Really appreciate you for tuning in and subscribing. I know you're a subscriber because you're able to chat in the subscriber only mode. All right, Jessica says, I'm new. What's going on, Jack? Good to see you in the chat. Man, wait a minute. What is this over here? Oh, wait a minute. Let's go ahead and weigh this fish. I was about to get sidetracked. All right, guys, we're going to weigh this fish. If somebody's going to walk away with a $40 bill, who wants some weekend money? So I'm going to tell you what I think the weight of this fish is, and then we're going to see if somebody is going to be a winner, if we will have 2 winners in one day. Now, you guys take a look. Hold off on putting any chat messages in there right now. We are about to do this weight on this one. So this one I will say is a 156, guys. 156. No. Let me change that. I will say a 176. 176, guys. All right, so here we go. The scales, let's get those zeroed out. The scale is zeroed out, and I said a 176. Here we go, guys. 176. Are we gonna have a winner? Oh, I said a 176, but it was a 167. Bam! Do we have a $40 winner, guys? There is your fish for the day. There we go. There is your next fish for the day. All right, you guys see it? There we go. 167 is the winner. Let's go ahead and take a quick picture. $167, guys. Let's get it up there in the sunlight. Oops. Bam, there we go. 167, guys. All right, let's do another quick video for the, what do they say? Do it for the gram. All right, we're gonna put this fish back now. All right, let's see. Here we go, guys. Why is this water so green? Is it because we're catching these green fish out here on this thing we call bass for cash? You gotta love it. Let's see if this fish will jump for us. All right, there we go. We're gonna save that one. All right, guys, we're out here doing all kinds of work. We're putting in work. We made at least 7 pieces, 8 pieces of content today. All right, so we can go ahead and close that up. Was there an official winner? Oh my goodness, wait a minute. I need to go back and get caught up. I've been missing what's going on in the chat. Hold on. Shout out to Derrick. Let's see. Did I miss it? Where? Okay, scales were closed. I'm getting caught up, guys. Just bear with me. Gary Pitcher says, The more DQ, the better chance I got for that cash. Oh my goodness. Alexander says, Gary Pilcher, I seen Judy Bailey. She is a Money Team member. Okay, Gary was trying to get somebody DQ'd. Gregory says, dyslexia. Ants again? Wait a minute. Ant won again? Ant said, huh? Okay, Alexandra says, we have an official winner, Derrick King. Oh my goodness. How did Derrick King? Oh, wow. You get double the payout. Carlos says, no, but Derrick said, yes, sir. Duke City Fishing says, dang, Ants. Carlos says, I had 1.68. Gary Pilcher says, Will, I do want that cash. Gregory Reamer says, Derrick. Carlos says, again. All right, Tim, what does Tim say? Derrick guessed it first. All right, Junior says, hi, my name. Okay, we got a confession. He says, hi, my name is Junior, and I'm terrible at guessing the way to fish. Everybody put hi, Junior. We know, Junior, but you're great at laughing at people when they get DQ'd, though, right? All right, let's see. Ant says, yeah, Derrick guessed first. Wow, did Ants get it again? Good job, Derrick. Let's see. So, Alexandra, here's the clarification. Derrick King and Ants both got it, but it goes to the Money Team member, Derrick King. Derrick King was first to guess. Wow. Ants is in here getting crazy with it. Clint says, nice guess, but too late. Wow. And Derrick, yes, Derrick is on the Money Team, so he gets double the payout, guys. Oh, my goodness. I see everybody shouting out Derrick in the chat. Okay, there we go. So Ant says, I'll take that L. That is definitely not an L, Ants. You may be one of the first people that have guessed the fish weight twice like that since we've been doing this, possibly. Political Fisherman says, I'm here for the DQs. Oh, no, not here for the DQs. Everybody, put a big shout out to Derrick King. All right, Derrick, we need to know, what are you going to buy KK? Because I believe you're about to walk away with a nice $40 bill. I want to know what you're going to buy KK. Look, you tried to throw me under the bus earlier, so hey, I want to know. We need to know, Derrick, what are you buying KK? 167 was the winning weight. What are you going to buy KK? KK, are you still in the chat? I need to know, is KK still in the chat? He put $91, Derrick King. Is KK still in the chat? I need KK to say something. I want to see if KK is in the chat. Junior says, Ants, go play your local lottery. All right, I see Derrick King dropped his Cash App in the chat. Shout out to Derrick King. Derrick, where's KK at? I have a question for KK. Oh, that is me. He said, probably buy her another new pole after you made that confession. That is messed up. Oh, where is KK at? I want to talk to KK. Where is KK at? Derrick, don't try to be slick and not tell her that I'm trying to get her back in the chat. If she's busy and you're just like, oh, I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to let her know. Derrick, where is KK at? Do you guys see what Derrick is doing? We're going to tell on you, Derrick, because KK is going to be back in here sooner or later. We'll tell. Where is KK at? Look at Derrick getting all quiet now. Stop laughing, Derrick. It's not funny. Where is KK? Hey, KK, how are you doing? So, KK, did you see what just happened? Do you know what just happened? Just put it in the chat, KK. Do you know what just happened? That's right. Derrick just won. Do you know how much Derrick just won? I'm going to tell on you, Derrick. Cause you put the little skunks in the chat. So how about that? How about that, Derrick? So KK, do you know how much Derrick won? That's right. There you go. Now, KK, what restaurant would you like to go to this evening? What restaurant would you like to go to this evening, KK? Gregory said Hodders. Oh, no, not Hodders. Oh, no, Derrick. Goodness, Derrick said KK's Kitchen. Oh, oh, okay, okay. That he was right then. All right, so KK said my kitchen. He cooks a pretty good steak. All right, so Derrick, what's your what grocery store do you have there, KK? Do you have like a nice Publix, Kroger's? What do you guys have where you're at? All right, so Derrick is gonna go and get the steak, and then get Derrick to upload a picture of the steak that he cooks for you into FishXLive. I know you're supposed to log fish in there, but we want to see a picture of the steak dinner that Derrick gets for you. Ann says, Derrick, best send me a membership. Gary says, what pole does she want him to buy her? Oh, man. What's going on? We have Mark David tuning in here having a good time on a fun Friday. All right, guys, guess what this is right here? This is the last cast. I was supposed to be long gone. I was supposed to be long gone, guys. But we came out here and had a good time. We having fun out here today. Uh-oh, shout out to Gregory. Getting active in the chat once again. Hit Missy Marie up with a gifted membership. Oh, my goodness. Big shout out to Gregory. I think he's new to the channel and just coming in here bringing in members of the money team like crazy. Uh-oh, Clint Perry was like, hey, I'll match that. I'll match that gifted membership, Gregory. How you doing? Shout out to Clint Perry. He just gifted Luminaries Shine 1 free membership. Oh, my goodness. We are definitely getting long and strong in the money team, guys. KK says Walmart or Cash Saver is all we have unless we go out of town. All right. Sound like you're doing some small country town living. That's the way to do it. You know, that's what I like. Small country town living. That's the best way to be. Gary Pilcher says, let me see. I'm glad my old lady don't watch this. I would be looking for a new woman. Oh, Gary, what is going Gary? Stop, Gary. Stop. Gary, no. Gary, you keep making these kind of jokes. You're going to get me in trouble just for reading it. Just for seeing what you're saying, Gary. I'll get in trouble. Don't do it, Gary. Gary has all kinds of confessions. Clint Perry back in here once again. He hit up Matico. Oh, my God. I think Matico may be in the chat right now. Shout out to Matico. Just got a gifted membership courtesy of Clint Perry. If you are in the chat, Matico, you have to give thanks where thanks is due. Same with Gregory. Same with Gregory. Missy Marie, I don't know if I've seen her in the chat today, but when she comes, definitely make sure you give a warm thank you and welcome to Gregory. Good deal. Uh-oh, Gregory says, well, how you doing? How you doing, Clint Perry? How you doing? Let me go ahead and show you a little something. Let me match your gifted membership with my gifted membership. And he hit up Max Sato. Max Sato has a gifted membership courtesy of Gregory. Good deal. Uh-oh, what does Alexandra have to say? She said, Derrick, let me see. I'm trying to get in touch with SWAT. Since I was fired, he is not answering me. What? What is going on? Let's see. Ants. What does Ants say? Derrick, where's my where's my membership? So the thing about membership, Ants, is that you can't even choose who they go to. YouTube just picks them randomly. All right, Nathan says, can we get a quick view around MoneyBass? Oh, so you want to check out the boat? Oh, you want to see the nature around? Okay, we can do that. All right, let's see. Clint Perry. Uh-oh, nobody really. Just got a gifted membership. Oh my goodness. Gregory was like, oh, wait a minute. Gary was like, I'm not here for play. Gary was like, don't play with me like that, Clint. Gary was like, I'll bust you in the mouthpiece with 5 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness. Gregory was like, here you go, partner. But why? Steve Skeeby, Dennis Flateau, Smurfy, and Brian Navarro all just got gifted memberships, courtesy of Gregory. Gregory was like, hey, I'll be your Huckleberry. He was like, I know your name is Clint, but I'll be your Huckleberry. Oh my goodness, guys. The money team is getting long and strong for real. Shout out to Clint Perry and big shout out to Gary. Clint said, good man, hit you with the 5 checks. Nathan says, another green day. Mark David says, have you caught any? Mark is late to the chat. Mark is late to the stream. We've been out here having a good old day, Mark. We've been having some fun out here. All kinds of things have been happening today, Mark. There's been confessions. There's been 2 winners. We had 2 winners for Bass for Cash today. We had a Money Team member that won, and we had a subscriber that won. Tony 450 says, the game is called Skip Tony 450 for the win. Oh, my goodness, guys. Who are the sponsors of today's stream? Derrick King, let me see. Stephen Wimpy says, Derrick King, please confirm payment. Uh-oh, look at that. The payment has been sent. All right, KK. KK, do you see that? KK, do you see it? Derrick says, I received $40. All right, let's see. Who else do we have in here? Mark Davis says, 2. Wow, nice. That is right, Mark. And you just saw the payment get made. Derrick King says, how did you gift members? I'm not sure. I think there's like a little $sign down there or something next to the chat. I think that's how they're doing that. Political Fisherman says, do you have to be on the live to get a gifted membership? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you just have to be subscribed. Junior says, Tony 450 is the new hippie Dave. Oh, no, that is not good. What's going on? We have Eka back in the chat. Good to see you. Gary says, I'm calling the bank for my card so I can become a member again because I can't get one given to me. Yeah, Gary, you don't want to be like Hippie Dave waiting a year and a half. All right, shout out to Alexander. She says, today's current live stream sponsor is Gregory. 13 memberships with, 13 memberships. Goodness gracious, Gregory. Wow, everybody put Gregory in the chat. With honorable mentions going to OK, the Outdoor King with the $9.99 super chat, Ants with 5 gifted memberships, and with let me see, Bath and with the Bass for Cash winnings, and CP with the 5 memberships. Shout out to everybody. Really appreciate everyone. All right, Alexandria's putting some information in there to help you guys out. Hopefully that clarifies some things for you. Ant says lies. Shout out to Mark David. Says, I'm from the biggest lake in New Zealand. Nice trouts or rainbow trout. Oh, my goodness. Mark, it seems as though you don't really like rainbow trout for some reason. All right, we have Ant says he was tied. All right, guys, we've just been out here hanging out today, having a good old time. Let me make sure I let those fish go today. I'm pretty sure I let them all go. That would be a terrible thing to get all the way home and realize that I have a new pet in the live well, right? So we have had a great time today, but man, your partner MoneyBass is hungry. I didn't eat any lunch or anything, I don't think, before I left for today. So we came out here a little earlier. As I mentioned to you guys before, the last 2 days were kind of tough because remember, I've been coming out kind of late. And from what I've been hearing, the bite has been better in the morning time. So we still came out here, got a little bit of that morning bite in, and then had some fun into the afternoon. So it was all good. But now we got to get out here and make some things happen, guys. All right, so in the chat, let's see. Alexander says, Derrick is our first Bass for Cash winner to win twice. Wait a minute, Derrick, wow, he did win twice. He won $50 the first time. I forgot about that. So I think, Derrick, did you get a gifted membership? So I think, Derrick, did you get a gifted membership and then you won Bass for Cash with that gifted membership? So you won a double payout and then you won a second time and got a double payout. Is that what happened? Wow, I'm pretty sure I see why Derrick is on here every time that I come on. Derrick said, that's it. He got a gifted Do you know who gifted you that membership, Derrick? Fisherman Dollar says, oh yeah, Derrick is big money. How is he doing that with all these hundreds of people in the chat for him to actually win more than once? Clint Perry, wow, look at that. Clint Perry. I told you Clint Perry is the general when it comes to the money team. Mark Davis says, do you fly fish? No, I've never been fly fishing before. Junior says, congrats again to the winners. Good luck tomorrow on the tournament money. Peace out, y'all. All right, yeah, really, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. We have had a very fun day out here today. Hope everybody learned something from what I showed you from that FishXLive app. If you are a tournament fisherman, or you just enjoy competition with your friends, FishXLive is something that you definitely need to check out. There's a video right there on the home screen that kind of explains, how things work a little bit. So it gives you some of the details of it. But the Journal of Catches is something that I'm telling you, all of you guys can benefit from, all right? So just take my word for it. Take your partner MoneyBass word for it. Oh, you know what? I actually need to... Oh, I can do it later. But yeah, I was gonna log that fish in. But we're good. We're good. All right, guys. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. And real quick, did want to take a look at the scenery. So there we go. You see the sun up there shining nice and bright, kind of glistening right there on the water. So the scenery is very lovely out here, guys. All right, and also a quick tour of the boat. I'm running a Nitro Z20. It is a 2020 Nitro Z20. On the back here, this thing is pushed by a 250 horsepower Mercury Pro XS 4-stroke 250 horsepower motor. On the back, I have 2 shallow water Minn Kota Talons. These are shallow water anchors. What they do is shoot a spike directly into the bottom of the lake, and they will hold the boat in place as long as I am in 10 foot or less of water. So you guys know most of the time I'm fishing deeper, so I'm not really using those that often. I might be using them this weekend. We'll see. At the console, I have a Helix 10 over here, a Helix 9. I use those for mapping and sometimes for scanning. I don't really do a lot of scanning as much as I used to now. I pretty much just come out and just, go fishing. Let's see, up front, I have a Helix 12, a Helix 10, and this right here is an Ultrex trolling motor. This pole right that you see right here is a Mega 360, and on that I have, and let me straighten that up. That was just a little crooked. Maybe that's why my casts were a little off. So this is my Mega Live, and this is version 1. So this is version 1 Humminbird Mega Live, all right? All right, so it looks like that's it. So Derrick King, he already got his payout. Let me just hop in the chat real quick just to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, so I think Alexandria's helping you out on that. Congrats again to the winners. Shout out to Junior. All right, let's see. Derrick King says, I'm going to give back soon as I can figure out how to. Right now, it won't let me. Okay, so you were trying to get some memberships. I think Alexandria's helping you with that. Nathan says, when I win, I'm going to buy some merch. All right, shout out to Nathan. Get some of that merch. We have some of that. Do you guys see that right there? Let me show you a little something. Do you guys see that right there? The bendation is real. Do you see it? We're going to change that up a little bit, though. But the bendation is real. Just like Bass for Cash, guys. All right, let's turn this live wheel off. All right, there we go. So we are good to go, guys. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Carlos says, iPhone is good for membership, but you have to activate it. Okay. Alexandra says, I should receive my merch tomorrow. Uh-oh. Alexandra's getting some merch. So let me know what you think about that merch. Just give me some feedback on it. We'll get some more things out there as people request it. But shout out to the Bendation crew. Man, look how clear this water is. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's the bottom of the lake right there. So we fish some super clear water out here, guys. All right, so that is all she wrote for today. We will see if I will be live tomorrow. If the weather permits, then we may be live all day for that tournament tomorrow. All right, guys? All right, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you guys enjoy the weekend. KK will be looking forward to hearing how that steak dinner was. All right, guys. We will see everybody on the next live stream. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. And also make sure you go and download your free 7-day trial for FishXLive, because those will be extended for everybody that has got their 7-day membership within a certain period of time while we're making these announcements. All right. All right. Really appreciate it, everybody. Let me see. All right, guys. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations and FishXLive.com. See you guys on the next one.